up? You rocking with Senior, and I'd like to welcome you to the Hood on Live.
What's up? What's up? What's good with everybody? And as always, I'd like to welcome you motherfuckers to the Hood on Lock. I am your host, Sin CEO Official. Man, make sure y'all hit me up on all social media platforms and follow me under Sin CEO Official. And of course, you can also follow the brand, The Hood on Lock. Man, oh man, I'm trying to help you finish rolling up this blunt. Before we go into the content, though, I'd like to give you guys a little story about what's been going on with your boy. You know, um, y'all know, for those who've been rocking with me, I've been in a relationship the last 10 years of my life. Five with one broad, five with another broad. Um, and so being back into this whole dating world is kind of crazy. Not the dating part, but the people that's out there. I got a little story I want to tell y'all before we go into the content. So, since I've been single, I've been pulling up on all kind of shit in traffic, as I'm going inside restaurants or stores, meeting women as they're coming in and out the stores or walking down the street. I've been on my grizzly, you feel me? And since I've been broken up, I've had the ability to enjoy, you know, a nice amount of ladies. Um, but I ran into a situation yesterday that was kind of funny. So despite me, pulling up on all these different women that I've been meeting, of course I did one dabble online as well. And of course, this had to be an online story I'm about to tell you guys. So I meet this broad online or whatever. She's in a whole nother state. She decides that, she wants to come to California, get to know a nigga for real, spend some time with a nigga. I'm all for that, especially if I find you attractive. I have no problem with you coming to California, spending some time with me. So during this whole conversation of her wanting to come and meet me, she hits me with, "Oh, but I need help with getting there." Now, even though I haven't been in the dating scene a long time, I have always been aware of what goes on and some of the shady shit that goes on with dating, right? Especially online. So when she said she needed help with getting to California, to me that was already a red flag because it's like, well, damn, bitch, you that broke, you can't afford a ticket to get here, but you just said you wanted to, come see your boy. Okay, cool. Now you guys know me, I love the ladies, and if I like you enough, I have no problem with flying you out. I have no problem with, you know, bus ticket, train ticket, whatever. So I said, all right, you need help with a ticket. You look kind of bad or whatever. Well, actually, you look bad. I ain't gonna say kind of bad. You look bad. So I'm like, okay, cool. I love to fuck on this little piece of thing. So I said, all right, I'll do that for you, no problem. This is where shit get tricky. And this is where being a smart nigga comes into play. So she's asking me to send her the money so she could purchase the ticket. And so I'm not 100% sure that this shit is legit at the time. So I throw some little trickery out there. I throw some questions that would pretty much let me know if this is legit and I should go through with it or not go through with it. And the motherfucker failed completely. So the first thing I said was it went from me sending the money through Cash App, right? So she could purchase the ticket. So then I don't know what made her say this, but it definitely brought a red flag. She said, when you send it through Cash App, can you send it crypto? Right then, a motherfucking red alert popped up. Crypto, the only currency that cannot be traced, the only currency that cannot be refunded, the only currency that is not insured by the FDIC, which pretty much means if you see anything in crypto, there's no way you can get that shit back, trace it, or anything. Now, if the money was meant to purchase a ticket, you cannot purchase a ticket, at least that I know of, with crypto, which means you will have to convert it from crypto back into cash, and there's a fee associated with that. So if I was to send you the money for what the ticket cost through crypto, which makes no damn sense, you would then have to convert it back into cash. So now you will have less than what I sent you, which is needed to purchase the ticket. Y'all follow me? And we're going back and forth behind this crypto thing. I said, wait, hold up. I kept asking, like, why the fuck did you? She's like, oh, no, you could just send it regular then. I said, nah, fuck that. You got to explain to me, why the fuck did you ask for crypto? I said, that shit don't even sound right. If I send you the money directly, you can then easily use the card and purchase your ticket. Simple, right? Why would you request that I sent it in crypto and now you have to pay a fee to transfer it back and now you don't have enough for your ticket? Hmm. So you see why that whole crypto shit was a red flag? But it gets better. So after we're done with the whole crypto shit, and she pretty much can give me an explanation on why she wanted me to send it to her in crypto. So then I continue to entertain this whole shit. So then she says, you can send it to me in cash. Never mind. That does make a lot of sense. I'm like, yeah, it does. So now she's like, okay, well, send it to me in cash. So now all my red flags have been up already. That you're not getting shit whether you know it or not. So then I say, you know what? I don't even want you to go through the struggle of having to buy the ticket and all that. I say, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy the ticket for you, and I'm just gonna either email it, screenshot it to you, or send the confirmation code to you, and you can use the ticket like that. When I say that this motherfucker put up a big ass fight behind me purchasing the ticket over sending her the money, my nigga. So now we going back and forth over the phone for about 2 or 3 minutes. I'm like, I don't care what you say. I'm gonna buy the ticket and send it to you. I'm not gonna send you no fucking cash. I'm cool. Like I said, when she mentioned that crypto shit, she red flagged the shit out of me. She fucked up all that opportunity with that. So I was like, I'll just buy the ticket and I'll send it to you. And all you gotta do is just show it, let them scan the barcode, and you good. Man, we going back and forth on the phone for about 2 or 3 minutes. It would have been longer, but I ain't the type of nigga to keep going back and forth with no broad. I'll tell you, fuck you and move on. Like, I'm not about to be arguing about some shit that I know that I'm clearly right about. So, if your goal was to get to California, whether I give you the money or buy the ticket, it doesn't matter, right? Your goal is still to get here. So, I keep pushing the line now due to all the other red flags that I'm just gonna buy the ticket and send it to you. I'm not gonna send you no money, no cash app, no nothing. I'm just gonna send you the ticket directly so you ain't gotta worry about none of the oh, oh no, I like to buy the ticket myself. Oh, I'm responsible. I want to do it myself. I don't want you to do it for me. Man, the whole time I'm about 2 seconds from hanging up on this bitch. I'm like, this bitch really thinks she fucking slick. I'm like, this bitch really thinks she fucking slick. So first you ask for crypto, which is a currency that can't be traced or refunded, and it's gonna cost you to exchange it back into dollars, which defeats the purpose. But excuse me. But now you're arguing back and forth with me on allowing you to buy the ticket yourself over me purchasing the ticket for you when it shouldn't matter. As long as you got the ticket, that's all that matters, right? So I decided to tell you guys this little small story just to kill time while I roll up my blunt. I just lit it. And yeah, man, if y'all into this social media shit, y'all gotta be a lot very careful, man. These women out here, they got every excuse in the world on why they broke. They got every excuse on why they need help and money. And a lot of times that shit be scams. And even if it's true, fellas, why put yourself through the headache of fucking with a broke ass woman who ain't got nothing to offer but some pussy in the head? Which means when it comes to Christmas and birthdays, she's only gonna be able to give you the same shit she's been giving you already, which is what? Pussy and head. Now on to the motherfucking show. What's good? What's good? Who in the motherfucking building today? I see we 7 deep in this motherfucker right now. Shout out to everybody on Facebook, Twitch, and of course YouTube. Francine Irving said, "Not good, bud. Take your money." Yeah, you already know, my nigga. You already know that was the plan. That was the scam. That was the goal. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys the Cash App name. Her Cash App name was in a nigga name. Forgot to tell y'all that. The motherfucking Cash App name was a nigga name. I said, oh yeah, this bitch gotta be stupid. But anyway, back to the motherfucking content, y'all. What's good? Who else in the building besides Francine Irving, which I appreciate her tapping in. Hope you hit that like button if you new, hit that subscribe button as always. Welcome to the hood. So unfortunately today, y'all, we have content, but it's not oh shit. But it's not no good content. Y'all excuse me, man. Y'all know I can't be smoking that gas while I do this shit. Hold on. Damn. That's the only problem about doing my show. I'll be smoking gas. I'll be smoking that bullshit these other niggas be smoking. Anybody know me will tell you that. And so sometimes it fucks up my show when I can't fucking get my lungs right. But anyway, we have some content today. Unfortunately, it's not no good content to speak on. It's a sad and fucked up situation. And I definitely want to send prayers and best wishes out to these young boys. I believe one is a third grader, one may be a fourth grader. But as we go into this story, we will know for a fact what grade they are and pretty much assume their ages. This is not a new story, meaning this is not something that we are unfamiliar with. This type of things have been going on throughout the history of this foster care system. This type of thing has been going on not only to young boys, but to young girls all across the world. And it's an ongoing problem that the government uh, seems to not be able to fix. And due to the type of situation it is, it's kind of hard to monitor and control what goes on. What's good to my nigga First Fam in the motherfucking building? Unfortunately, man, 2 gay dudes. Now, this is not a bash against gay people because the same way there are bad gay people, there are good gay people. The same way there are good and bad, straight people. But unfortunately, this story involves 2 gay men who were allowed and able to adopt kids. And I don't know if it was planned or coincidentally, but they adopted boys. Now, before we go on further into this story, I gotta say this too. I personally, and this is my personal opinion, I have a problem with gay men raising straight little boys. I don't care what a study says. I don't care what the fucking polls say. I don't give a fuck about none of that. And the reason why is because of this. I know being a kid once in my life that you are or can be easily influenced by the people that are around you. A lot of times as kids, you mimic what you see. As a little boy, when you see your mom and dad together, you already know off top that one day you're going to have a woman same gender as your mother one day. So without nobody telling you, excuse me. So without nobody telling you, you already have adapted into life that seeing your dad with a woman, your mom, as a boy, that's pretty much what you're going to do. And I believe vice versa for the women. Seeing your mom with your dad, you pretty much know as a child that you're going to grow up one day and have you a man. Excuse me. So I'm a firm believer of, your guardian and parents being an influence on your life. Now, that doesn't mean you will turn out like them, but if you love or you look up to your parents enough, the chances are highly greater at that point than if you may have not been. So I have a problem with gay men raising straight boys. If there's some kind of way you can identify a gay boy, which I think it's kind of hard to do, then maybe I would. No, I still wouldn't be okay with it due to this story I'm about to tell you guys about. But what I'm saying is, I believe that kids are influenced by guardians and their parents and adults. And so for a young straight boy to be brought up in a house with two gay fathers, mothers, whatever the fuck they call themselves, that could easily, in my opinion, influence that child to think that this is the way of life. This is how it's supposed to be. When you come home and you wake up and go to bed to seeing this as a young man, what are you to think otherwise than you're supposed to be with a man? Because your father, you're seeing is clearly with a man. Your guardians are man and man. So I don't understand how they say or feel like that doesn't affect a young kid's mind when to me clearly it would. But either way it go, these two men, Zachary and William Zulock, decided to adopt two young boys. I believe it's two. We'll go into the story, find out it might be more. And during this process of having these kids in their home, man, this is fucked up. My friend, let me hit this blunt before I say this shit. Hold on. During the time these young boys was in care of this gay male couple, they raped these boys. They raped them. They anally raped these little boys. They gave oral sex to these little boys. They had the little boys return oral sex on them. These sick motherfuckers made porn videotape of them and the little boys. And when you think the shit couldn't get no fucking worse, these motherfuckers prostituted and sold these little boys to their kind. So not only are you raping this little boy, and taking his manhood, you're robbing him. You're robbing him of his innocence. Not only are you robbing him of his innocence, but this boy will be damaged and probably mind damaged, brain fuck forever. All because they were put in care of people who they felt was gonna take care of them, and then come to find out that wasn't the case. These motherfuckers is raping, selling them to other rapists, and making porn with these little boys. Hold on one second, you guys. So, like I was saying, It's fucked up that this type of shit has occurred. That better be my card in there. It's fucked up that these little boys had to go through this shit and didn't have nobody to look out or help them in this situation. The foster system has once again failed foster kids. Now, in this world that we live in, they say it's wrong to stereotype people. They say it's wrong to judge people. And so, because of that, a lot of us don't or try not to. But in some cases, doing so may prevent a lot of shit. Fella, could y'all imagine bad enough not having your biological parents in your life for whatever reason, right? Here it is, you're in the third or fourth grade. You're not even a teenager. Not that it matters, but here it is, you're at the third, fourth grade, elementary. You go to school and you come home to being prostituted and raped at that age by the people that's supposed to love you, care for you, and take care of you. And at the third or fourth grade, you're how old? How old are you in third or fourth? What, like 11 or 12? Maybe 10? I don't know. What's the age, you guys, you think for third and fourth graders? How old are you in third and fourth grade? That's like 5 or 6 because you start school at 4. Yes, so that's like 5 or 6, maybe 7 years old. And you're being forced to give another nigga head? You've been sold and raped by not only the people you live with, but the people that they're selling you to or renting you to, prostituting you to. And then on top of that, these motherfuckers made videos for their own collection, or I don't know if they were selling the videos. Man, these are some sick motherfuckers. See, motherfuckers like this, they don't deserve to go to jail if convicted. They should take these motherfuckers' lives. Because that's exactly what they did to these little young boys who trust and care they have received. They took that shit from these little boys. Look here, I don't expect for the ladies to understand, but fellas, you know, if you a straight man, I think being raped is probably the biggest fear if you have any fears. Let's be real about it, fellas. As a straight man, that's the last thing you ever want to happen to you. Let's just keep it real. Could you imagine at 5, 4 years old, whatever these kids are, being done like this and having to deal with it? And see, that's the fucked up situation about this whole story. These kids can never change the fact that this has happened. They probably will never forget it. They can't erase it. They can't go back in time and make it not happen. So that's something that they have to deal with for life. So why shouldn't these fucked up motherfuckers lose their fucking life for the same fucking reason? This shit just ain't cool, my nigga. I'm trying not to get to yelling because when I do these stories as I do them and I think about what the fuck I'm saying and reading, it pisses me the fuck off. It pisses me off to know that this motherfuckers out here, men who would do this shit to some young ass. Okay, if you motherfuckers want to be gay, then be gay. But how dare you take somebody else's kid that was put in your care for your own fucking pleasure and enjoyment and to also fucking profit off of as you prostituted out these little ass fucking boys. And then you bitch ass niggas sat back and recorded this shit. Recorded this shit on video as if these were some grown men who consented to this shit and enjoyed this shit. As we go into this story and I play these videos and read to you these documents, these boys was of course in pain after being raped multiple times. I don't think they were ever not in pain at that age. They had to please their guardians and the customers in the third and fourth grade homosexually. I'm sure these young boys were not homosexual. That definitely pisses me the fuck off, period. Whether they were or not, the shit is wrong. See, this is a situation where street justice would be warranted and in full effect. Y'all know hood love the kids, man. I hope to one day get big enough to start my own children nonprofit organization, my nigga, so I can help with a lot of these situations. Even though you hear me speak of all my other business goals, this is one that I've always had since I was young. And even though I may not speak on it a lot, it's one of my biggest and most wanted companies I ever want to start. There's a lot of kids, man. And that shit's not cool. That shit's not cool when a motherfucker decides to take a young man's innocence like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and play some of the content because I'm sure after hearing this shit once again, I will have some more shit to say. Once I start playing the first video, I will drop the link for those that want to come up and voice their frustration, anger, or opinion on this topic. I don't think no jail sentence will warrant what these motherfuckers did. But like always, they are white, so white privilege may take into effect on their sentencing anyway. So as always, we just gotta sit back and watch how this shit go, man. Again, prayers to these young boys. I wish I could have been there for you guys, man, to prevent this from happening at once, at start, and definitely stopping it at any point in time. Like I could imagine as a young kid, young boy that age, uh, what you went through and how you felt during those times. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, let alone a child. That's why parents, man, you got to step up your responsibility. You have to take care of your seed. Because even though you feel like it may be an organization or another person out there that will take care of your seed, you still got to worry about the fact of that person also harming your seed. So, people got to keep that shit in mind, man. Foster care is not always the best choice. And I don't like to blame the foster care system because, they do vet, they do interview these people. And of course, with everything, they hide who they really are. So there's no way to actually tell if a motherfucker's a pervert or on that type of shit until it happens and it comes out. You gotta realize when the foster care system meets with these parents, it's not like the parents are sitting there playing with their dick or pussy in front of them. It's not like they're sitting there saying, "Yeah, we like to have sex with kids." No, they're sitting there with a smile on their face, sitting up there with the perfect posture, probably got a good paying job, career, or business, and they're answering all the right questions so they can get approved. I mean, what more can the foster system do? Maybe they should do more visits. Okay, I could probably feel that, but other than that, what else is there really to do? And then look at the amount of kids in foster care compared to the amount of workers that they have. So I don't like to throw 100% of the jacket on foster care. I mean, they do take some of the blame because it is their job to protect them. But at the end of the day, we just got sick motherfuckers out here in the world. That's just what it is. We got some sick motherfuckers in this motherfucking world. So let's go ahead and tap in. Listen to some of the shit people had to say about this situation. While I load that up, man, shout out to Shaves Tube. I see in the motherfucking building. I see such a fucking lady in the motherfucking building. I see Monique Hill in the motherfucking building. Appreciate all y'all tapping in, man. I hope y'all hit that like button for me one time. I don't think none of y'all are new, but if you are new, hit that subscribe. And as always, y'all welcome to the hood. I'll show you right. Man, still feeling me? Okay. Okay. Shay said, yeah, some people are sick. And that's real shit, baby girl. Like, I don't understand that shit. Like the thing is, there's so many gay grown men. Why you gotta touch the kids, my nigga? You could pretty much probably go into any of y'all clubs. Y'all even got your own motherfucking websites. Nigga, it's not hard for you motherfuckers to find people. Man, you got a man at the house. Y'all are a gay couple. What the fuck made you decide to go bring the kids into that shit? Monique Hill said it's deeper than what we think. They take our children. I'm surprised they didn't. I think she was about to say killing. Shay said facts. Francine said yup. Monique Hill said they do more harm. They kill them and took organs. Is what you trying to say? Take organs. Yeah, they was getting paid to harm children. And I heard the foster care system paid good money. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I heard. Hold on, let me pause this real quick. Hold on. But they said they get paid good money. Monique Hill said yes. Yep, and I'm from Cali, Westwood. Oh, okay, shout out. I didn't know you from Cali. Shout out to Monique Hill. I can't really see you though, because the avatar be so small on the phone. But shout out to you though. Shay says a lot of perverts out here. Yeah, for real. Down low too, harming kids. Hey, real shit. Such a fucking lady say I absolutely don't agree. If they would have vetted them properly, they wouldn't have been placed there. Because again, in 2011, they were accused, so they never should have had those babies. I blame them. Oh, so such a fucking lady that came through with a gem for your boy. Okay, so from what she's saying is this same couple in 2011 was accused of doing some shit like this. So in that case, they damn sure shouldn't have had no foster kids. Shout out to such a fucking lady for that gym right there. And she'll say, yeah. Has anyone been on the dark web? I've heard of the dark web and all that, but I haven't actually been on that shit. I don't want to be on that shit. I heard there's some wonderful shit and I heard there's some fucked up shit on that motherfucker. I was just fucking lady said the same thing. She said no, but she heard of it. to, but not been. Right, so let's go ahead and check out what they had to say about the situation in this news clip, y'all. Then we got another video or two to check out, and I'm gonna read to you what went on.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. Developing now, a couple is behind bars accused of producing child porn. Authorities say with their adopted kids. It allegedly happened at Oxford home. CBS 46's Yasmina Alston is live for us in Walton County with these disturbing details. Yasmina, good evening.
Yes, Savannah, good evening. And very disturbing details indeed. The Walton Sheriff's Office says that it was an investigation by the GBI that led them to the couple. According to authorities, the couple in Zulock are being charged for child sex crime. The Walton County Sheriff's Office raided their home on St. Regis in Oxford and found both men were engaging in sexually abusive acts and videotaping it with their adopted sibling children. The two children were taken out of harm's way, police saying that material was being downloaded, which was discovered during a search in Loganville. Now, we did speak with neighbors in that off camera. They did not want to speak on camera, but they do say it was very shocking to find out that was happening, and it was awful for those children. Live in Walton County, Yasmina Alston, CBS 46 News.
Yasmina, thank you.
As you can see, it look like they live in a nice neighborhood, nice big house, suburban neighborhood. In the cut, nice yard cut, and they had a pretty good life over there. So of course it probably wasn't hard for them to fool them, well, with the exception of what such a fucking age is told me. And them be the ones that be doing the type of shit. The motherfuckers that be having it good in life. Oh shit. Them be the ones. Monique said they look demonic. Behind doors are just that, exactly, Monique. They be doing sneaky shit in the cut. Motherfuckers is weirdos.
Censored. And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored, and thank you for joining for our second half
Right,
hour.
sick
Now,
motherfuckers.
this case shows the horrible and ugly side of adoption. Two gay men in Georgia who adopted two boys have been arrested. Police say William and Zachary Zulock were sexually violating the boys and recording the vicious acts on camera, making child pornography. This kind of case is a worst fear for people who are against gay couples adopting. We have to note it's also very rare those adoptions end in sexual abuse or child pornography like this one did. My guests continue that conversation tonight.
Obviously, this has started a lot of naysayers to talking, many conservatives who said this, they've said all along we shouldn't allow same-sex couples to adopt. When you hear individuals say that, Mike, your thoughts on that connection to kind of case?
Well, one, that's not based in facts. At the end of the day, adoption decisions should be based on what's in the best interest of the child. Abusive parenting is wrong, regardless of sexual orientation, gender identity, or religious belief system. And by that standard and definition, we should not be adopted who are from faith communities, people who are Catholic, being passionate about Boy Scouts, because all these factors have contributed to some form of child molestation. When you think of Josh Dugar, when you think of just in Louisiana last week, a woman stabbed her kids because of a custody dispute, and she was in a heterosexual relationship. So this type of abuse is immune or not just siloed to one particular case. This is something that we all should be aggressively fighting against.
Jack Vincent, your position on this, when many conservatives have said now this is why same-sex couples should not be allowed to adopt children.
Well, along those same lines, I think that you've got, I think allowing same-sex couples to adopt issues of confusion for the children. But for me to sit here and say that there's not been same-sex couples who have raised well-acclimated children is just false. But it would also, if you say a same-sex couple is going to go out and have all their children, every same-sex couple is going to and their children participate in child porn, is like saying every priest is bad, every cop is bad, every doctor is evil. I mean, it's just not true. I do think if you're going to adopt, regardless of whether you are in a sex relationship or not, I think they need to do psychological background testing. I think they need to do some questioning to make sure that these people are going to be good for the child or children.
And Mike, would you disagree with that? With psychological and background, which is standard.
Yeah, no, I definitely recommend that there's always to be a vetting in place when you're deciding where a child should be placed. There's over 40,000 Texans kids right now in foster care without stable permanent homes. And I can't imagine denying them a healthy, loving environment just because a couple happens to be part of the LGBTQ plus community. No child should be denied the stability and love of a forever home simply because the parents who want to provide them are gay. And yes, there are all types of about mental health and their ability to cope with the world that we live in. And as all goes back down to parenting, right? And that's not necessarily silos to just queer parents. I would also argue that heterosexual parents need to be exceptionally mindful of how they're raising kids as well. And to making sure you have a healthy mental health standard and atmosphere.
And this is to either one of you, if you want to answer this question, and I'd like to hear a response from both of you. Do you think what this couple has done and accused of doing has caused some damage for those who look for this type of red meat to chase, saying, look, this is why they should not be allowed to adopt it? Either one of you can jump in. Do you think it has done some damage?
I think Republicans or the far right specifically are in a space where they would try to find anything to discriminate against communities that they disagree with, whether you're a woman, whether you're part of the LGBTQ plus community, whether you're Black or brown. And this is one of those fuels for their far right extreme ideology.
And I don't know if it's done any more damage or if it's just lent some credibility to what they're thinking. And then when I say credibility, not legitimate credibility, but credibility in their own mind that this is going to reaffirm or what they think is wrong. I do think that I don't think that in the long run it's going to make any changes. It's just like the far left who want to have new gun laws because we have some people getting shot. They're going to use whatever fodder they have to try and establish their argument. And so there's going to be people who try to use this to establish their argument. But hopefully level heads will prevail.
All right, gentlemen, thank you for your time tonight.
All right, so I dropped the link in the chat for those that want to come up and give their opinion on it. I'm about to also go over this article, which is a lot more detailed, I believe, than the actual news clipping that we heard. I want to warn you guys, what you're about to hear may be disgusting and may cause anger, so viewer discretion is advised. This is a news article based on the content that I'm providing to you guys. And I'm about to read it. First, I don't say he know that either. It's weird to be a man sexually attracted to men and want to adopt a young man and vice versa. And real shit. I don't get that shit. Hey, man, y'all hit the link. Come on up. All right, so the article, in fact, let me break down some of my weed too before I do this. Cause I need to keep myself calm. Um, all right, the article, I'm going to go ahead and read it while I'm and the article reads as this: Georgia couple accused of sexually abusing adopted boys. Husband bragged about molesting son, report. The Georgia couple allegedly engaged in sexual abusive acts against their adopted boys and tried to recruit others to participate, according to an indictment obtained by the town hall. So, just listening to that title and the first brief description, you already know this shit is fucked up on some real shit. They recruited other people to participate in the rape, molestation, and abuse of these two little ass boys. You know what's crazy? I don't think they said what the race of these little boys are. Not that it matters because it's still fucked up regardless, but I'm wondering why they keeping the race. I know they keep the identity and all that private because they're kids, but I'm just curious. Was these two little white boys in their custody, or was they two little black boys? Again, it's fucked up no matter what race the boy is. It still shouldn't have been done. I'm sure we all agree upon that, but I'm just curious. Like, what was the race to these little boys? The victims. Were they black? Were they white? Was they one and one? Was they Hispanic? Like, what were they? Again, it doesn't matter. It's still fucked up. It shouldn't have happened. All right. Then it says a Georgia couple is being accused of sexually abusing their adopted children, using them to produce homemade child pornography. Maybe they was putting this shit on the dark web. Because all you doing is collecting evidence against yourself if you record it on a phone or for your own personal collection. These motherfuckers are most likely, if done like everybody else, is gonna be up under the motherfucking jail for this shit. It says prosecutors allege Zachary Zulock and William Zulock were arrested on July 27th in Oxford. So I'm assuming they were married because they got the same last name. After police raided their home and found video evidence that they were engaging in sexual abusive acts with the adopted children. I'm also wondering how they found out. It says the couple is now facing a grand jury indictment under charges of felony sexual exploitation of children, aggravated child molestation, felony prostitution of a minor, aggravated sodomy, and incest, amounting to a possible 9 life sentences. God damn. Ooh, they threw for nigga. 9 life sentences, nigga. Oh yeah, you niggas is Benito up out of here, nigga. They the fuck up out of here, nigga. 9 life sentences, nigga. It's over with. Yeah, them niggas is up out of here, y'all. Them niggas is facing 9 life sentences for this shit. That's right. Both men have pled not guilty. Hold up. If these motherfuckers then raided your house and found your fucking collection of tapes, nigga, how do you plead not guilty if you on motherfucking tape molesting these motherfucking kids? Nigga, you need to hop on the best deal you can get at this point, cause you through for nigga. Y'all niggas is done with. Whatever deal they offer y'all, y'all should have took that shit. Cause fighting this shit, nigga, you gonna get the shit. Hopefully, the whole 9 L's, nigga. How you fighting some shit and you on video, dummy? You recorded your own self, stupid. Let's show how God works, y'all. Let's show you how God works. He made these type of niggas so dumb to record this shit, which is now evidence against these motherfuckers. You see how God works? I mean, yeah, God should have stopped it from happening in the beginning. That's something I always say too, but shit. Unfortunately, this is how the God we fuck with works. It says Zachary and William Zulock were arrested on July 27th in Oxford, Georgia, after police raided their homes and found video evidence that they were engaging in sexual abusive acts with the adopted children, said the sheriff office. The sheriff office. That's some fucked up shit. It says, according to the indictment, the boys, both in 3rd and 4th grade at the time of the arrest, were sexually. Oh shit, they was in the 3rd and the 4th grade when these niggas got arrested. So they could have been even younger than that. And the thought of that is fucked up in itself. The boys, both in the 3rd and 4th grade at the time of the arrest, were sexually abused by the couple who anally raped the minors in addition to performing oral sex on them. The indictment also alleges that the couple forced the boys to perform oral sex on them, and in on case the older sibling was injured due to the anal rape. Wow. Wow. That was pretty that was very fucking detailed right there. That was pretty fucking detailed. Such a fucking lady said they were adopted from a special needs agency. They still shit. That's what it said. Oh Lord. The documents state that the Zulock sexually abused of the children dates back to potentially 2019. Damn. According to the reports, the boys were adopted in November of 2018 when the couple went through a now shut down Christian adopted agency focusing on special needs children. The name of the company was called All God's Children Incorporated. Wow. Wow. How the fuck do you go wrong with a special needs adoption agency? So these kids were special need. Oh, that's fucked up. That shit is fucked up. Matter of fact, let me see if I can put this shit on the screen, y'all. Let me see if I put this article up on the screen. This shit's foul. This shit's foul. So the kids have special needs, and these motherfuckers is making gay porno tapes with these special. So damn, That just fucked me up. It already fucked me up that they was doing it to boys, right? Kids. But now to find out that these kids have special needs and these sick motherfuckers was doing this shit, that makes my stomach even feel more sicker, even more worse. Like, and they look like the typical type of motherfuckers that do this type of shit. What's good, Miss Laker? Welcome to the show.
What's good, bro? You know that part just hit me because I got 4 adopted special needs children, and
Man,
and
go
I'm gonna
ahead.
tell you, I know the kids is black because you know what? We the first one that would not take care of our special need kids. You know what I'm saying? For nothing. And then this the killing part.
Miss
They didn't have the kids
Laker,
in foster care, huh?
we don't like to assume over here, baby girl. But go ahead, get your point across.
No, it's on record, public record that you can look it up.
So these little boys were black.
No, I'm talking about that we don't take care of. That's the part I'm talking
No,
about.
no, no, no. That's
Are
not
you
what I'm
talking
talking
about
about.
the boys they
I'm
had?
talking about
Oh yeah, oh
the
yeah.
boys in this
That part.
story.
I'm like, we the first. But see, and the only time I'm saying it because, like I said, we get rid of ours so easily when they like that. But and the reason why they did it spiritual too. You spiritual and act like you really care about special needs children.
Right.
Because
That's
people
why I
think,
was like, wow, when I read the name, I'm like, oh, see, I use God and y'all
yeah,
combined it with the special needs. Y'all some
and then
cold, sick
but
motherfuckers right
and
there,
let me tell
boy.
you why I'm gonna say I think it was cat. They planned this out because
Of
okay, first of
course.
all, they didn't have foster children. They adopted the kids. When you adopted children, you eliminate the people coming out to your house. You know what I'm saying? They ain't coming to check on the kids and all that because you're
Not
not
only
getting no
that, but
check.
depending on hold up, not only that, but depending on how special they are, they may some of them or both of them may not have been able to tell what was going on.
And that's why I
But
say
go
why they
ahead.
wanted special need children because a lot of them can't communicate, and then you might think because they special they don't know what they talking about. They be like, oh, they heard
Right.
that from somebody else said, so they repeat what they heard. You know what I'm saying? It's so easy. So they did a lot of oh my goodness, they were so manipulative in the way they did this. They thought it out. They knew what they was gonna do ahead of time. You know what I'm
And
saying? Because
in
like I said,
God's
they
name,
adopted the children,
in God's name, these
used
motherfuckers
God's
made
name,
they hold
adopted
on
them.
they made porn tape with the kids with special needs and they prostituted out the special needs. So
Man,
they are either connected or affiliated with a crew of motherfuckers that like
that's sick
having
as
sex
shit.
with special need kids, little boys, I guess at that. Man, come on, man. Like it shouldn't just be these two. If y'all know they was prostituting these motherfucking kids out, then who the fuck was the rest of the motherfuckers buying it?
Exactly. And they wasn't obligated to snitch. They rolled that. I'm gonna take this because it ain't a whole lot of time behind it. It's
No, no,
nothing.
no, no, I don't hear that shit. They know how to get phone. They had to communicate some kind of way. They didn't know these
Yeah,
motherfuckers
you could
off
get their
top.
computers,
They
their
gotta be text
phones, right.
messages. They gotta be emails. They gotta be something, man. Nigga, look, let me tell you something. I know how these motherfuckers move. I don't want to hear that
Right, but
shit. They can find.
I
They can
guarantee
find
you
a.
gotta be some people they
They
don't
can
want
find a
out
nigga
there
on.
though.
If they can find a nigga that owe child support, they can damn sure find these motherfuckers that's paying for
Right,
special
exactly.
need special need motherfucking sex. Nigga, come on, let's keep it real. Like I don't want
But
to hear
hold
that
up,
shit.
this
I
is
want to
only reason why I feel like we involved because the case not blown up big enough. It's not worldwide. It's not. You know what I'm saying? I just
man,
feel
street
like
justice is always in effect. Street justice
I know
is
that though. I'm just
always
saying
in
though.
effect.
I just feel like them kids is ours because enough people don't care about the story. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I just feel like them kids would have been the right color. This would have been everywhere. CNN just everywhere.
But you don't know what color they are. You keep assuming that they a certain
I'm
color.
assuming because like the story man, this should be this
Nah, but
story should be
we don't do
plastered.
no assumption over here, Miss. I keep telling you, baby
Okay, I
girl, we
know that.
don't.
I'm just saying this story should be plastered everywhere. Why? And I hate this
I
stuff
can
like this.
agree with
Just
that. I
it
can
should be
agree with that.
plastered everywhere.
Right, but motherfuckers too busy arguing and shit on this motherfucker. But anyway, I ain't worried
I ain't
about
talking
that.
about just on here. I'm talking about on television. I didn't see this
Yeah,
story
yeah, no,
everywhere.
everywhere. Right. But now look, check this out. So now we got a possible RICO that should be coming up on a child sex ring, a special need Christian sex ring. Damn, did I just rip my motherfucking blunt just now? Up here trying to talk and roll.
Oh, she
It should
said
be.
they not us. They color. Oh, okay, I can't believe that. And this story not plastic everywhere. Oh my goodness.
Told you. Told you. That's why we don't assume over here. But what I'm saying is, and that's a. Why don't you hit the link? Who said that? Such a fucking lady, I bet, huh?
I think Shay,
You
yeah,
can
such a effing
you,
lady.
you can
Yeah.
you can either DM it to me on Instagram or the Hood Unlocked, or you can just come your ass on up here if you got a computer, and I'll give you the screen. You can put it up.
Why is they not talking about this? Is it okay? Well, if they not us, then because they special needs, like who don't care? This is
Mhm.
disgusting.
I
But
don't
they
know.
need to do some research into the adoption agency, the one that got these kids.
Oh, it's shut down. It's shut down.
I bet it did.
It's shut
I
down.
bet you they. I bet you they probably. It probably was more into it than just them. I bet you they probably found out a lot of stuff.
See, I guess because it ain't got nothing to do with no celebrity, motherfuckers don't care. You know,
Ain't that a shame?
celebrity content get you the views. You feel me? Shit that means something to the people. You know, it's a struggle, but you know that's what I'm here for. But yeah, though,
But you
like
know
at
what?
the end of the day, man, you know, and I ain't the type of nigga to wish jail on nobody, but nigga, this type of shit aggravates me, and I don't give a fuck about these type of motherfuckers because they either need to be dead or somewhere, my nigga. Because at the end of the day, nigga, these were special kids that had disabilities of some sort. We don't know what extent they had them, but either way it go, it shouldn't have happened to these young boys. These boys were, you were putting trust in these young boys for their care, boy. You niggas went as far as LLCing a fucking Christian type name to go ahead and push through with this shit. And of course,
This is like
you living in
sick,
the
sick.
suburbs, you got a nice income, nice house. Why wouldn't they feel comfortable with putting these boys in your motherfucking care?
And then the part you went so far as to hurt the child. Like what sick person? I mean, it's bad enough you're already doing it, but you want to do it to the extreme where you destroy this child's behind. Like
They're
for
getting
real?
they're getting turned on probably by the disability.
I
Maybe
don't
the
know. I
disability
can't see it.
maybe the disability is turning them on.
Or the factor that they, disabled children have a stronger tolerance to pain than we do. You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
And they're stronger than us.
what you mean by that? How the fuck you figure that?
Because okay, well, I'm gonna tell you, okay, my children that I have adopted, their tolerance
Mhm.
for pain, like things that would hurt a normal child, like okay, like listen, my one son was playing football and broke his ankle. Okay,
Mhm.
he kept on running on it, playing on it, and it was broke. He just said it's not working anymore. I don't mean to
What
laugh at, but
the
he was like, Mom, my foot not working no more. I'm like, what? So I'm like, and he left his foot up and it's just dangling. I'm like, when did it start hurting? He like, it's been hurting. It's been not working. I'm like, oh my goodness. So we get to the doctor. They was like, okay, did he continue to run and play on it because he had messed it up? I'm like, yeah, he didn't, and he was like, wow, he got a strong tolerance of pain. He was like, this should have been excruciating pain. He wouldn't
Oh
acting like it
shit.
wasn't even hurting.
See, now it's like you were told yourself. You got married to your kid and tripped him. See what you did?
Shut up.
Like, get your ass over here.
You're so stupid.
Tell me go out and clean
Listen,
up these
hold
motherfucking
on,
dishes,
listen.
nigga.
If the adoption agency know what I've been doing to him, not just saying. Anyway,
See, yeah, I do it. I do it. Now some of your
well, I was just
enemies gonna
playing
go
with you. Stop.
live later on.
You on the phone all the
Some,
time with me when I'm talking to my kids, so be quiet. But
hey,
anyway,
some of your enemies gonna go live later with a lie. Miss Laker abuses her kid.
right, exactly. That's why she adopted hers. No, mine's was
Mm.
family though. I wouldn't let mine's go in the system.
Oh, so you adopted your family members.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Some
okay.
cousins.
Some cousins.
My cousins, yeah,
That's how niggas is.
my cousin kid.
Niggas always adopt their cousins.
Mhm.
I had a cousin, she didn't adopt us, but she showed, looked out for us and gave us a place to stay when we needed it and made sure niggas ate and all that. It's like she
Without
adopted us
somebody
shit.
giving you a check for them, without somebody giving you a check for
Yeah, no, she didn't get no check for us when we came around,
them. Right.
unless it came out of our pockets. Other than that, nigga, nah, she did that shot of love.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Right. Um. Oh, it'll be at the bottom because I titled it Zachary, so it'll be at the bottom. I'm gonna show y'all the picture of the family. Hey, shout out to such a fucking lady. She done came through and threw a nigga some jewels too. Once again, she has presented me with what she says is the picture of the victim and the two little boys, and unfortunately, it doesn't matter. Like I told you, but unfortunately, like it's two old white boys that they were doing this to. Now, from the picture, it
Mm.
doesn't look like they're too special needs, but
No,
they
she
said
said they were just addicted to heroin, so they just these, they was going through withdrawal. They probably needed that kind of care. Oh, so they was able to. If old as they was, if they was just they, so if they was just normal, they said they was special need because they needed special care for their addiction. Okay. Oh,
who,
that's
the
sad because you
boys
know
or
what?
I'm lost. She talking about the boys or
The
the
boys,
parents?
the boys, the boys, the boys.
Oh, they was born dope babies or something?
Yeah, right. So they be needing special care when they be heroin babies. So they be bad. They be crying. They
Oh, okay.
emotional.
When I hear
And then
special
you
needs,
abuse them.
I be thinking like the ones that can't
I be thinking they
talk
like
or
my
ones
kids.
that be,
They just need
yeah.
to stay special need where they need the
I
special
mean, it's
care
still
because they're
fucked up either
addicted.
way it go.
Yeah, it's
It's
still
fucked up
messed
either
up.
way it
But
go,
that's
but
even worse because they was able to talk and tell. At that, you know what I'm saying? They didn't, but they finally, when they was younger, they probably was telling. They thought they was just talking, but when they got 3 and 4, they was really able to talk.
one
Like
thing about one thing about this story, I wish I would have got presented with is the opportunity to find out how they found out. Did the boys tell somebody? Did they go to the doctor get a checkup? Did they tell a
mm.
teacher? Did somebody who was with
I
participating
know.
or
I
knew
wanted to
them
do. I
get
want to do.
returned?
She know that. What's her name? Oh, F lady. What is it?
Huh?
Oh, such a F lady. I wonder if she know
Well,
the whole story. I wonder where you can find the story at. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm gonna have to get their names because I want to research it and see what happened.
speaking of her, she just popped up.
Oh,
Welcome
look
to
at
the
that.
show.
And them the boys.
Yeah. What's good with you, Ray? Tap in.
Salute everybody. How everybody doing?
Hey, babe.
Yeah, a little soft ass voice. Hey everybody, how
Whatever.
I
you
know.
Whatever.
doing?
Sound like Michelle
Look, I went
A.
to church today, so y'all not gonna take my godly away from me. Hold on now.
Girl, I know me too. Praise the Lord. Amen. No,
Amen. But no,
in
yeah,
Jesus' name.
if you just look up I think, I looked them up from the Zachary guy. I looked up Zachary and then their last name, and then the story popped up. But the picture that I sent you, that's when they had got the boys in 2019. But you could read the whole story on the CNN thing. Go on Google, just Google their name and you'll be able to read it. But they had got caught because they was trying to do like, I don't know who it was. Somebody in the chat was saying something about the dark web. Something about the dark web. That's how they got caught. One of the investigators that be doing sex crimes, they located them through their Gmail because they was trying to put stuff on the internet, and they set them up basically, trying to say that they wanted to, do whatever they wanted to do with the boys, and the men's was basically trying to solicitate the boys to an investigator. So that's how they got caught.
Oh,
Oh,
got her with a sting. Okay,
Yeah.
but still, what? So you said it was the initial them trying to upload the content that got them spotted. Like, what made the police look at them like?
Well, they was supposed to be soliciting the boys to local men. Like they were selling their
Other
boys
people?
to local
Okay, so
men.
somebody told on their ass.
Huh?
Somebody told on their ass. Then okay,
Yeah,
like somebody
basically.
told on their ass.
Yeah, and I
Okay,
think
cool.
it
They
was
deserve that
them
shit.
and two other they had two family members that were also locked up with them. So it wasn't just them.
oh,
And
heck no.
yeah, and
Okay.
then
Oh,
one of
my
the
goodness.
parents was actually naked when they actually came to get them. And they went, I think they raided the house at
Wow.
nighttime.
And then, you
Yeah,
know
y'all.
what? I bet you that, I mean, oh my gosh. So, like, when did, oh, So the boy didn't even get no medical care for his behind, like right when it happened. I wondered, like, did they find it
No,
out after they got?
this happened over a period of time. This wasn't no one day
Right.
thing.
Yeah, this
I
was happening.
understand
They
that,
got
but
them
that's what
in
I'm saying though.
2019, and then they
Of
just
course
like
he
ended
didn't
up
get no
getting caught.
care.
And I think, huh?
No, hold on, Miss Like, of course they didn't get no care. They can't take these boys to the hospital for no shit like this.
I know that's what I'm just
Mm.
saying. I'm like, can you imagine the pain that little baby was in? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look at these boys. And look at the little bitty one. Come on, man, that's
Oh
fucked up.
no, man.
These old
And
square
y'all
ass
grown
niggas.
mother freaking men.
Oh, pick
That's
Jesus.
so
Yeah, I'm not gonna
sick.
tell you how I feel, but yeah, but then that's what I was trying to tell you, Hood. If you look into the story, you will see that the one husband, Zachary, he had been reported in 2011. A 14-year-old boy went to the police. He said that the man lured him and ended up molesting him. Nothing happened.
And they still let them adopt boys.
They still let them adopt the boys in 2019, and then
So
2021.
8 years later, it disappeared. And here it is. They get to adopt these little boys and do this shit.
Yep, big facts. That's
And
why
you
I
know
said
what?
I
I'm gonna tell
absolutely
you
don't
this.
agree. They definitely failed those kids, especially if they were in a special needs agency. Like
But
they're supposed.
do you know they take more precautions when they put kids in foster homes than they do with adoption?
And then
You
that's
know,
another thing that you said, that they were in a foster home. They removed them from their parents who were heroin addicts and put them in a foster home. And these two men went and adopted them out of the foster home. Yep.
right? Because
And they had this
it's not as strict.
what was that
Foster
shit
care
called?
is way stricter.
Children of Christ. What the fuck that shit was called? Godly children or some shit. Like,
Yeah,
I
man,
God.
they
bet you
had
that
this
whole
shit.
adoption agency probably was into this nasty stuff. I guarantee you, probably. Allegedly.
I'm not
Well,
gonna jump into the whole agency because I don't like to do that shit with no facts.
right.
But what we do know is these motherfuckers are definitely sick. Because as she just said, one
Mhm.
of the motherfuckers in 2011 was accused of some shit. You know what I'm saying?
But this
Now, the
agency
only
let them
reason why I
adopt the
won't say
child.
the adoption agency got something, to do with it or whatever, because they did try to adopt them a little girl in 2021, and the adoption agency rejected them. They wouldn't let them get a
Thank,
little girl, but you
thank
let them
God.
get a,
'Cause
Oh, okay.
but you let them get a little boy. Their preference of sex is boys. Why would
It's
you give them
boys.
a boy?
Right.
You
Why you
can't
never
teach
get a
a boy
boy?
how to be a
Right.
man when you're confused yourself.
Right.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. And people saying, okay, well, you're gonna deny a child a loving home because their parents are gay. No, it's not.
Right.
Where's the home loving at? The home is mentally corrupt out the gate.
Now, let me ask you
There's
ladies
mental
something,
health
right?
issues
Let
going
me ask,
on.
I want to ask both of you ladies something. I said it earlier in the show because I understand that men and women sometimes do have different perspectives on different situations. So I said earlier in the show, and again, this is just my opinion. I have a problem with gay couples or gay men adopting straight boys. I'm not here to say that there are no good gay people. I'm not saying that it can't be done successfully, but it just makes me feel eerie for whatever reason. Do you women, and I want y'all go one by one, do you women, are you women okay, or you feel that it's okay for a gay couple or a gay man to adopt a straight boy, and why?
I don't feel like gay people should be allowed to adopt children. Period. No matter what the sex or anything, or how good of a person they are, because um mentally you're off. I don't care what people say about it. Because God, no matter what you do or however you born, God don't make mistakes. First of all, let's say that. So if you're born a man or born a woman, that's what you was meant to be.
Okay, hold on a second. I don't want to go into the men specific beliefs. I'm just saying, can you be more direct,
I don't
more
know. I don't think they
straight?
should be. I don't think gay people should be allowed to adopt because they have mental health problems. That's not
Okay, cool.
loving.
Well, even mental health problems. Okay, got you. Well, Miss Ray, what do you think about this? What's your opinion on this?
My honest opinion is, I mean, Two, I mean, I honestly feel that, just because their sexual preference is what it is, that doesn't make them a good or a bad person. They can still be a
Hmm.
good person and be able to raise a child to
Right,
love themselves
right.
and be who be, learn how to love yourself. Because when you're raising a child, you're teaching this child not who you're supposed to love and not who you're supposed to lay with. I'm teaching you, you need to put you first, love you. I'm installing that love in you. I'm loving you so that you know that you're supposed to be loved. But I just see something with the whole thing. I think it's one at a time you should do. And if you don't have already a background, like already have a child, then it it's kind of like it's weird to me. Like it's weird, but I wouldn't necessarily say that I don't think that they should be able to do it, because I do know some people who have adopted, and they're raising, even if it is like a family member or something, but they adopted, and they may be two women, two men, or whatever it is. I don't know two men, but yeah. But I just don't, it's not my sexual preference, but I don't judge the next person because of their sexual preference. The only reason why I'm judging this family is because you don't have no successful child that you've raised yourself, and now you done went and got two, and this is the situation that we come up with.
Right. These dudes
I
have
don't care
went
about
right.
nobody's sexual. I don't care about your
Hold
sexual
on.
preference either. But I don't feel like you can teach a child. You can't teach if it's a girl. You can't. A man can't teach a girl how to be a woman. He can
Well,
show
see,
how
that's
to
Hold
be.
on.
different. They can.
Hold on.
They know how
Hold
to
on,
be
no.
women. They don't know how to be men.
Hold
I
on. Let
mean,
me go
no,
more
but
into detail with it. Yeah, let me go into more
uh,
detail with this. The problem I have with it is this. They have forever said that TV and even music influence a kid. We
right,
know from our own personal life experiences, our family and relatives may influence us also. That's
right,
how a lot of niggas get led to the streets to this gangbang and shit, especially my generation and before me. We looked up to our uncles and our cousins and our older whoops, you know what I'm saying? That's what they were. That's what we saw. That's what we wanted to be. They raised us like that. It is what it is. So if people want to cry that movies and music and video games influence kids only based off what they see and they hear, as a child, you're growing up and you're waking up every day of your life and you're seeing daddy and daddy kissing, holding
good, yeah,
hands, going to bed, eating together, playing with each other, laid up on the couch, maybe in the bathroom together. You might even wake up one night like you probably did your real parents and walked in the room and saw something. At the end of the day, if you're a straight kid, young man, and this is what you see a large portion or every day of your life,
gonna
how can
influence
you
your
not?
thinking.
How can you not? Yeah, how can you not think that's gonna tell this little boy, well, when I get grown, I want to be like my daddy too. I'm gonna have me a boyfriend too. I mean, when you grow up with a straight parents, that's what you do, right? You grow up as a little boy. Your dad got your mom, or he got his new girlfriend. You like, yeah, when I get old enough, I'm gonna get me one too. It's the same thing.
It used to be that way.
So at the end of the day, how can we sit back and act like a kid that's video games, music, all this stuff influence a kid? But waking up every
You gonna
day to
tell me at home though?
seeing daddy and daddy doing this shit in the house every day. When you at home behind closed doors, you may walk around freely in your speedos or shit, butt naked for all we know. It's your house. You open and close the windows and the doors. So at the end of the day, just like your parents to a certain extent influenced you raising up, not just through conversation, but just by you watching them, watching
Exactly.
daddy and daddy can do it. And same thing with little girls. Little girls wake up every day and they see mommy and mommy. She may, be straight at the time of adoption, but watching mommy and mommy every day of her life, they play around too. And the women are very more sexual at home than the men are, I would like to believe. So, she's seeing this shit, what I'm saying, in the house with mommy and mommy, she gonna think, okay, when I get old enough, I'm gonna get me a bad bitch too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
so that's my issue with it. It's not so much you gay, is I'm looking at the mental aspect of, you look up to whoever you love or whoever you's around. So if this is what you're seeing every day or a large portion of your life, it can easily influence you to want to do the same thing.
That's
If
what
your
I mean
mama's
by
sick,
mentally wrong. Yeah,
I totally
exactly.
agree with you there. My only aspect is, when you're raising a child, you're not raising a child. I'm raising you to have love in you. I'm raising you to know that you're important. I'm not raising you like when you don't never sit down and have that talk with your child. Well, I don't know. Look, where you just be like, you don't date girls. You don't, this is what you do. You got to be like, I know I didn't never had that talk, but I'm just saying, like,
I didn't either.
right. So
But
it's
but you know
like, I
what?
mean, it definitely may
They,
put
but
a
this,
little bit of twist on a child's mind. But if you're raising that child to where you have that opportunity to love who you want to love. No one can tell you about what measures that is. I'm going to accept you regardless of who you love. I'm going to always
yeah,
love you
yes,
because
I
right, but
agree.
I'm
Right,
just gonna
I
say I
agree.
don't
Hold
care
on.
what
I
home you grow up in.
I agree, but as a kid though, you're
Yeah,
still seeing daddy and daddy or mommy and mommy. Regardless
and I'm
of
gonna
what
tell
I say to you, you're looking up
right.
to me. And if you want to look up to me and be like me, you're gonna mimic what I do. And that could be one of the things that you are. You gotta realize in a relationship, you see this every day unless we break up. You waking up to this shit every fucking day. My mom and dad didn't have to tell me to get a girlfriend at any age. I saw my dad with
Exactly.
a woman, so I knew off top one day I would have a woman. I just knew. I didn't have to have a talk. I knew off top. Nobody had to tell me, well, you don't like boys. No, that was already embedded in me. Like as a young boy, you know that already.
right.
So what I'm saying is, if a young man, and look at, for instance, these kids right here, third and fourth grade, actually probably was adopted younger than that because they had them since 2019. But whatever the case may be, these kids are in the third and fourth grade at the time of the arrest. So these kids is waking up at this age every day seeing this. You telling me, even with this picture, all of them united as a family. Now I understand that it's probably was no negative intent in this picture, but this is daddy and daddy. This is what they see. How can we think that these little boys ain't gonna grow up thinking that this is the way it's supposed to be?
I mean, you can't. You're right. I mean, I agree with you. You can't. I just, I'm not. I just. It's just like I'm not gonna say just because that's their sex that they choose that's why I feel how I feel because I strongly feel the exact way you feel. But that's only because those children were done wrong. That had been two men who were raising those boys, and then they had a successful story to tell us today. Then
Right.
I would be like, oh, that's what's up. Like I would not be, looking bad on them. I
Hey,
just feel
and
like
there
if you
have
was
been.
I still would not be hooray about it, even if it was successful in it. I would not be hooray because I was thinking about the mental scar that
Okay,
child
now
grew up
look, this
watching.
is the
But
thing.
they already
Yeah,
have a mental scar. When you have to adopt someone or they're in a foster care, they have a mental scar.
but you
So what
don't
you're
add
trying to
on
put
to that. You don't add on to
But
it,
they
right?
add on
right,
to
but
it.
what you're trying to put into them is the fact that you are loved. Like literally, when you,
I
I
don't
mean, I
care
was
how much you I don't care how much you love me. I'm
Hold on.
still
Let it
gonna
get
look
part
at the
properly,
things
Zachary.
around me. I'm still gonna
Hold
look at
on.
that because let me tell you, my dad and my mom instilled in me the most utmost love it was in the world. I feel like I was the most loved child. Cause I don't feel like my parents did no wrong in raising me at all. Okay, and I love the heck out of myself. But let me tell you what I strive the most to have in my life. I knew by looking at my parents that you can have a mother and a father in a home. They can be married a long time. You ain't nobody arguing about who cheated on who. I mean, my parents and my I looked at that from my grandmother and my grandfather down to my mother, my aunties, and my uncle. And I knew when I got older, out of everything that was coming up, even as a little girl, I wanted to have that Cinderella marriage or relationship with my husband when I got grown. That I saw my grandparents and my aunties and uncles and my mother and father have it. You can't help but see that and admire stuff like that. I don't care what else your parents teach you. You see those things.
okay. So what about the ones who don't see that growing up, but their parents still taught them that you still supposed to, this is what's right. You,
How
you,
can you
you.
not see what your parents do? If you growing up in a home with parents,
No,
I
I
don't
said,
care.
what if
Your
your
parents like
parents
your
don't
first.
have that? There are plenty of people out here who their mom is just their mom and dad. Ain't no daddy in the house. It's just my mom. It's thousands of
Right,
single
and you
parents.
still look up to your mom. I mean, like, even if
Right.
you're a
But I'm
single
saying,
parent, you look up to your
Okay,
mom.
hold on.
Was
Let me
like, oh
answer
man,
that.
my mom's.
And hold on.
I
Let me
hear
answer
the
that.
other.
So in that scenario, when you wake up every day, you're seeing a single parent, and mom may date, she may not date, but at some point, you're not waking up every day seeing mom with mom if you're a young girl, or dad with dad. See, the point is this: if we're gonna sit back and believe that video games, movies, and music influence kids, you can't tell me waking up in something every day, any type of environment, is not going to influence you of that environment. Let's just keep it real. If you were born in the ghetto, you more likely a hood ass nigga. If you was born in the suburbs, you more of a citizen square ass nigga. Not saying that you can't have both in either of those neighborhoods. What I'm saying is most likely your environment that you brought up in is going to develop who you are, especially that young. So if you are that young and you waking up every day for years of your life, seeing dad and dad, that shit can easily influence you that that's the way of life. I
Right.
want to be like my dad. I want to be like him. Well, he has not a girlfriend, he has a boyfriend. So when I get old enough, Daddy, can I get a boyfriend? And even though you may tell me, no, son, that was a choice I made, you supposed to be with a woman, he's still waking up seeing every day, but you look happy with that man.
They happy, everything is very successful in their
You see
life.
what I'm
Or I'm gonna
saying?
be just like that. I want a successful relationship with me, a man. He ain't never seen a
Right.
successful relationship
Even
with a
though you
woman.
telling him, even though you telling him you supposed to be with a woman, he's gonna still sit back every day of his life and see y'all two men
I
together.
saw another man made my daddy happy, and that's what I want.
Right. And then it appeared that these people, because they got the same last name, they probably gay marriage, legal marriage, whatever they call that shit. So they didn't
And they
went to the
had
full extent.
successful lives.
They didn't went to the full extent with they shit. They got the same last name. Well, no, they was charged with incest. Are they relatives? I just thought about that. That was part of the charge. How did the incest come up unless they related? Hold on.
No, the incest came up because two family members were also arrested with it, meaning they were doing this with family members in these boys. So that's
Oh
incest.
my goodness. Mm.
Oh wow. What the fuck they had going on? Oh, that'll be a cold, fucked up ass movie. So you telling me that they was having sex with their family members and the little boys?
Yes,
No, not the little boys they were having sex with it, the two little boys in the picture, but their family was also joining in.
but
Yeah,
not
but
only
that's
that,
not
listen,
hold on, but that's not an incest charge. Incest is when because it's illegal to sleep with your family. So incest is when you
when
sleep
they
with your
adopted the boy, they might not be in. I don't think it states whether it got to be biologically or not. When they adopted them boys, they actually
oh
became their family. Them they adopted. They're
Yeah,
not
because they got
fostered. They
their last name.
adopted.
Yep,
Yeah,
they
they
got their last
yeah.
adopted.
name.
So these are your children
Oh,
now.
okay.
So
Yeah.
now
I
you
was wondering
adopted
what.
some children to sleep with them.
Right.
So that's incest.
Right. I was
They
wondering,
not
and then
foster children.
they probably was, hey, and they sick fuckers probably was making the little boys do shit to each other too. I just thought about that shit. So that can also be part of it too, which I definitely right on
Yeah,
what y'all saying. But I wouldn't be shocked if they was making them little boys do shit to each other too. Like
I
these are some
guarantee you
sick
they
I
probably
wouldn't
motherfuckers.
be
would.
shocked with nothing that man.
Yeah, me
These motherfuckers.
either.
And then how bold was these motherfuckers to record this shit?
Man,
Right. Like
you
you
know,
literally
yeah,
told on
people is
yourself. You didn't go down there to the precinct and do nothing, but I mean, because you put it on the internet, they were able to get it flagged and look at this stuff, pay attention, track you down, and
listen,
then set you up. And that's how you got caught.
listen, and listen. You know how they said money is the root of all evil. Okay, listen, they wasn't just sick to where they wanted their own pleasure. They wanted to make money off of these kids. You know what I'm saying? You just think about it, okay,
Oh,
they not getting.
Right.
You got
that's
to think about
something
it, they
else
want to
I
get.
forgot to tell y'all. The day that they got the boys, they said the day they got the boys, they took a picture. Now I don't know if it's this picture that was just now showing or if it's another picture, but they said the in the records it say they took a picture and the picture that they posted on Facebook, the tag said "Gotcha."
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But hold on, I'm high right now. What am I missing?
When
They
they
just
posted the
got to.
celebration of them getting the boys, I don't know if it's this picture, but it was in 2019, so it could be this picture. But I don't know what picture they were speaking of.
Oh
But
wow.
in the records, it says when they got the boys, the day they got the boys, their celebration was to post it on Facebook and tag it "Gotcha." Like not. I mean, they could have meant something innocent, but 9 times out of 10, what you got? You could have said thank you, Jesus,
You
or a
got the
blessing. Or you said
system. You
gotcha,
got
like,
the
uh-oh,
system.
we about to start this up now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
This shit
They got
crazy.
over on the system and got them boys.
No, the system failed them boys. The system definitely failed them boys. Because like I
Yeah.
said, 2011, Zachary just now was accused of it. And y'all didn't do nothing about
But
that. So when
I
he
guarantee you, if he would have did the foster parent, they wouldn't put no foster kids with him though.
it doesn't matter. They shouldn't have put no child with him. He was
No, they shouldn't have
already
put none. I'm
accused.
just saying though, they not as strict on it. It's so many loopholes you can get through with adoption that they don't even be as strict on adoption. Like
Not
they know they
not
listen.
that kind of charge. He was charged with luring and molesting, and now they're
Right,
reopening the
and that's
case
what I'm
after
saying.
this. Like it,
Because listen, agencies can choose to look over just to place kids. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the system of kids still property of the state. Once you adopt a child out, they not property of the state no more. You know what I'm saying? They go along there. There's no funding behind them, no nothing. So they be adopting agencies go through all kind of things to get those kids. It's like it be so many things that be up under when it comes to adopt. They let you get away with a lot more stuff on adoption agencies than they do.
that's
It's not
crazy.
as
You
strict as
should not put a
foster.
child in someone's care who has been charged with
Yeah,
harming a child. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. You
but
can
like
they
you
gonna
say,
take
they
your
stopped
own
them.
child from you if you get that kind of charge.
Look at the
Listen, look,
game
you
they
say they
ran. They got
stopped,
the
and
guys.
what you
They
say they
got the look at the game they run. They got the guys children company. Come on, man. Them motherfuckers is running gang.
yeah, and then you say
Yeah,
they
them
stopped them
motherfuckers
from getting a
cool.
girl. They stopped from getting a girl, but you were getting boys. But you thought because he got a sexual case that you would keep a girl from him? No, what the heck? You keep
No,
all kids from
no,
him.
no. They got the boys in 2019. 2021, they went to sign up to get a girl, but they were denied for that. They didn't say they was denied because of no charge or nothing. They just said that they were denied to get
Oh,
the
so the
little
boys
girl.
is already, I thought they went for the girl first.
No, they got the little boys first. That they
Oh
got them in
wow.
2019.
Oh my God! But you
2021, they
so
went to
I
try to
wonder
get a
what
little
was
girl.
I wonder what was going on, but like had maybe something already had started to tell on why they didn't get the girl. I wonder had they been reported yet.
I don't know,
No,
but
cause
he was already reported for the 2011, the 14-year-old.
well, it didn't matter. He wouldn't have had the boys.
That's sad. That's
You would
pathetic. I
think.
just, it's sick.
That
Like,
shit is fucked up, my nigga. It's like
that's
that shit
really
is
fucked up.
crazy.
Because if you think about it, they take people children for them for the simplest reasons. And these children, y'all took them from a family that was,
Would do it
heroin addicts. So they was already coming from a war, and you remove them from that war to put them in another one. That's just crazy to me.
that war right there was already going on too, and it was a bad one. Mm-mm.
I know. It's deep though. But I'm finna drop down, y'all. I was just coming to tell y'all because I was tired of texting it.
I
And it's
appreciate it.
All right, y'all. Nice talking to
Yeah,
y'all. I'm in the
thank you.
comments.
You too.
For sure.
Oh, I didn't even see you
What's
up here,
up?
Shay.
Yeah, she over there quiet in the cut.
Oh, over there on mute.
Yeah,
On mute.
because y'all talking and I didn't want to interrupt you guys, so I just went on and let y'all talk.
Oh, my bad. Hey, boo. I didn't even see you
Yeah,
up here.
yeah. I know when you start talking, Lady Ray, it's gonna be a long time. So I just but I'm not gonna get a word in for real.
Well, I'm gonna drop down so y'all can be part of here now. Y'all can listen.
That's funny.
All right, y'all.
Hello.
So what's up, Shay? What do you think about the topic?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm like you, Hood. I agree with what you said. I don't think gay couples should be allowed to adopt kids because, like you said, regardless of how you try to normalize something, they're going to eventually see the two people of the same sex doing stuff that to me is just not appropriate. Okay. And it teaches them that certain relationships are normal when it's not. Okay. That's not how it's supposed to be, point blank. And I mean, that's what I just think. And I just don't think that's a good thing because when kids are growing up, especially when they're younger, a lot of times they emulate what they see their parents doing. Okay. Even if a child is not thinking about same sex stuff, seeing their parents do this, for me, I think it encourage that
Right.
behavior. So I don't agree with that at all.
No, for real. It does, and you gotta realize these people are around them all day, every day. And you're gonna have bloopers in the house that happen. You may
Yeah.
walk in, even if they wait till you go to bed, you may wake up and them niggas in the shower together or something. You gonna catch bloopers living with somebody every day of your fucking at least first 18 years of your goddamn life. So it's
Right.
like, nigga, come on, man. At the end of the day, that shit is an influence, my nigga. That's a
It sure
harder
is.
influence than television, video games, and music
Right.
because that's life. That's reality to them.
Right.
All the other shit is fantasy. So when they wake up every day, they realize this is life. Daddy and daddy. Not the video games, not the music, not the movies. But what they wake
Mm,
up to in that house every day is life to them. How
right.
can it not influence them? Come on, man. When I was growing up, my dad and mom was together. Okay, shit, I couldn't wait to get old enough to get me a girlfriend.
Yeah. And it definitely influences them. And can't nobody say it
Yeah,
doesn't.
come
You seeing
on.
the same sex doing the most every day. And like you say, even if they don't catch them doing nothing sexual, two men holding hands. Come on now. Two men or two women holding hands. And then another thing it teaches. If you have two people of the same sex in the household, married and stuff like this, and got kids, for me, um, I'm thinking it's taken away. Okay, like it's two men. Okay, and just say they got two daughters or even two boys. Those children can't learn the actual function of a man's job because two men, one is pretending to be, one is pretending to be like a woman. That's just not normal to me. I just don't think they should be allowed to adopt. I mean, if they want kids, I just don't think they should be allowed. They want children, they should be having their own. It's just two men can't have babies, so that just answers the questions right there. You know, just like two women can't. So it's just to me, I just don't agree with it. Yes, some people have raised healthy, happy, non-gay children, and they are the same sex. However, that doesn't still mean there is no psychological damage for seeing that going on. I think it's just not a normal household, and I think they really should just, not let gay people adopt kids. And hopefully nobody don't see
Right.
this thing because they'll be like, "What?"
See, like I said, the thing for me is the everyday influence of waking up
Mhm.
and life, and this is just what you see. Like, if every day I wake up and I see this, why would I not think this is a reality, especially at that age?
Right.
What's good? We got my nigga Mystery in the motherfucking building. He said, man,
Okay.
watch you have on your panel. Oh, shit.
Here we go. Here, see, look, Hood. I knew this was gonna happen. I told y'all on my live yesterday. It's every time. Now you see
Hey,
what I'm talking about. That's weird.
hey,
Okay.
hey, man, y'all crazy, man. Here y'all go. Hey, you want to come up
No,
here,
not
Mystery?
me.
Link in the chat. Man,
Mm.
come by y'all. Y'all get along, kiss and make up.
Okay, whatever.
Oh, shit. But, like I said, though, at the end of the day, man, I give some blame to the foster facility, but but at the same time, you gotta understand that there's no way to 100% monitor what goes on in these households. So
Hmm. Hello. Are y'all still there?
yeah, yeah, I'm
Oh,
here.
okay. Okay.
Here.
What did you just say? Say that again.
I said I give some blame to the foster facility, but there's no
Mhm.
way for them to 100% make sure every situation is 100% good.
Right. That's true. But you know what? I think they need to do stricter guidelines and just really, really check these people out in depth. And also, they need to visit the homes a lot because even though they visit, they don't visit like you guys think they do. Because there's a lot of people abusing foster kids, including the adopted ones too. There are a lot of stories that you see where adopted kids and foster kids are being abused or sexually assaulted and things like that, or molested and stuff like that. You see, if you look it up online, you see a lot of cases like that, or either they be just plainly out child abusing. So they need to really monitor that whole entire system a little bit better because they be letting weirdos get these kids. And I mean, for real, some people do it just to get the money anyway, the money from state because they do pay pretty good. Because some people have like 5 and 6 kids and they can't take care of all those kids. And plus they have kids on their own. And you hear a lot of
Right.
horror stories about that.
Right. They say can't shake from my mouth.
Hmm.
And look at Ray. She said shake. Woo.
Huh? I know. And I told y'all thought I was lying, but everything comes open. Just watch. Just sit back and watch. I said it all the time. I'm gonna leave it like that. Just sit back and watch
Oh,
everything. Just watch everything. Watch me too. Just watch everything.
oh
I know
shit.
you laughing, Hood. Huh? It's funny. But yeah, I know it's definitely funny. I told you can't be friends with me. I told you that before. I meant that. Hmm. And don't
Yeah,
let me on your panel. It's over.
I found, yeah, you told me, I think you told me, or you announced yesterday you was a setup queen. That's when I was like, oh shit, that was you.
The setup queen. What's the setup queen? People who set
remember
people
you,
up?
remember you said on your show, you said, what you say? You said, you said you was accused of setting him up, and I was like,
Oh
oh,
yeah.
I was like, oh, that was you.
Yeah. Like I'm setting somebody, like I'm a hood rat and I set people up. I don't set nobody up. I'm a law abiding citizen. That's true. Okay, I don't be messing with people. I only mess with people who mess with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't really,
You don't even get speeding tickets, huh?
Huh?
You don't even get
What you say?
speeding tickets, huh?
Mm-mm. If I was the police or something, yeah, I would give speed tickets and stuff like that. But no, I don't do anything unless somebody is messing with me, and that's just on everything. We live out in the same state. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know how they rock out here. I don't be doing all that stuff, please. No way. But you'll see. Just watch everything. I always say that. I tell people all the time, just watch. I don't have to say anything. You'll see. You already see it actually, but yeah, just watch. But yeah, these people are perverts. These daggone people who be adopting these kids and doing the most. And like I said, if y'all put that into Google, you can see so many articles about people who adopt kids. A lot of them just do it basically for that money because the state gives you extra. They give you cash, they give food stamps, they give a lot of stuff out. Because I know some people who adopted kids and stuff. I mean, they took care of their children and stuff. They had them as foster kids. I mean, but still.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those people don't, and they be doing the most. You can see a lot of stories about that. So I wish, especially us, I wish brown people, before they make children, I wish they would sit down and think about it and think about if they really want that responsibility so they can stop throwing our kids into that whole entire system. Okay, because good and dead going well, not all of them, but some of them don't give two smacks about brown kids. They just do that for that money. You can see them out in the store. They can't even comb their hair. I had one ask me, how do you comb? She want to know how do you do the hair like that because she has adopted a child who is, brown. And I'm like saying to myself, the same way you do your hair. It's not hard. The same exact way that you do your hair. You just use different stuff. If I can comb a Caucasian's hair, which I have done when I taught school, well, why come you can't? Why do you guys act like it's hard to comb our hair? It's not hard. You just put a comb there, part it or whatever, put it in a ponytail, you're done. Put a little oil in it and you're done. So I think, like I said, they need to make those rules tougher and stuff to get kids, to adopt them and to do foster care.
Mm-hmm.
And same sex for me is a no-no because you're teaching them abnormal behavior. I don't have anything against gay and bi people, but to adopt kids and stuff like that, it's just not normal.
Like I said, it's just the whole. It's not so much normal. It's the whole influence that I said. Like you waking every day of your life, and this is what you see. What's up, Miss Goldie? Appreciate you tapping in, baby girl. It's like, nigga, you can't tell me that's not a bigger influence than anything that you wake up to every day, all day. You're not in school at that age, really, so you spending 12, 24 hours a day with these people.
Right.
Waking up, going to bed, leaving, coming and going. How you not gonna say that's not gonna influence you to want to be like that? Come on, man. These kids are not no longer growing up with innocence. They're, and even if you're not doing it intentionally, just because they're around you,
right?
Because they're around you is doing it. So it's like, come on.
Yep, that's true. But see, society itself allows so much weird things to happen in the first place. Okay, so this is why they start allowing same-sex people to the ability to get foster kids, to adopt them and things like that. A long time ago, they couldn't even adopt any kids. But since they want to promote that right everywhere, so now they're giving them access to everything that regular couples have. You know, like I said, if they have their own children, do that to your own kids, but don't be doing it to somebody else's kids because the kids are not taken care of or abused in another home or something like that. That's just not right. And I hope whatever jail term or prison term they get, I hope it be the maximum. I really do. And you know what? Don't worry, because when they go into that prison and they are doing that to kids, trust me, those inmates gonna have fun with them for real.
Oh yeah,
And
definitely gonna have fun with them niggas, man. They looking at 9 life sentences. They
they're gonna
probably
have
end up
fun with
with
they butt.
they'll probably end up with 3 or 4 out of the 9. You know, they'll never hit you with all of them. So
Mm.
even 3 to 4 life sentences, your ass is pretty much done.
But it's
But
depending on the counts they have, the counts, and then how many kids they abuse.
but then look at all the shit they did though. They went to the extreme. They weren't only having fun. They started prostituting.
Ugh, that's
Like
disgusting.
these motherfuckers was on some next level sick type shit. Like, come on, these weren't no normal motherfuckers. They looked normal, probably talked and acted normal. These motherfuckers was the pervert of the pervs.
Right.
God
And
damn.
they probably gonna get more years because on each account, whatever the how many counts they get, and then you know even if they do get a little, they gonna get something in that prison though. I bet you that because they do not like those people who go in there and do stuff to little kids. Point blank. If you watch that video I put up with that guy on there who was in prison all those years, and he tells prison stories. He tell you about people like that who abuse kids and stuff and what they do to them.
Yeah.
And the way he tell them stories is a trip because I was like, dang. I mean, because he makes it like, he tells you exactly what they did almost. I'm like, dang. So they gonna get theirs because you don't do that. You do not do that. Messing with
And you
kids.
know,
That used to.
you know what else is sad about this whole situation?
What?
I'm sure it's a lot more other homes and he's getting done, if not like this in similar ways.
Yeah.
Hoping somebody can save them.
Yeah, that's a shame, man. That is a shame.
But
But
really,
you're right.
this ain't no one time thing, man. This shit happens.
Yeah,
Some people
you're
get
so right.
caught, some people don't.
hmm That's true. A lot of them. I remember a year or two ago about that little girl. They had her on the internet. I don't know if that was a made up story because the lady who said this, they end up charging her for lying. But it still makes me wonder if what she was saying about the white couple who adopted the girl or foster parent the girl, the black girl, if they really wasn't doing anything to this girl, because she just looked different. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't her. She wasn't, to me, she wasn't taken care of like the other kids. So I don't know. Sometimes the system itself covers up stuff as well. That's why I made sure that I was gonna take care of my kids because I don't need no foster stuff, no adoption or anything else because they get your kids
You
and be
know,
doing the most.
and what's crazy is they be quick to take a kid out your home, but
hmm
then once they place a kid in somebody's care, they hesitate to take them back because they don't want to have to, relocate this child again. You feel me? Now that's
Yep.
crazy, ain't it? They be
Yep.
quick to take them from you, but once they give them to somebody and shit start happening, they be slow to take your ass back. Now, how do you take them so fast from the parent, but take them so slow from the foster parent?
Right. And that's what they do. That's exactly what to do. Just what you just said.
When I growing up, my grandfather had a foster kid, and
Oh, really?
he had this one little boy, right? And within the first week of him being at the crib, the nigga used to run outside and go sit in the middle of the street. Just sit in the middle of the street. And you would call him and tell him to come in the house or get out the street, and he wouldn't do it. He would just sit in the middle of the damn street. So my
Wow.
grandfather was like, I can't put my hands on this little motherfucker. So he like, well, damn, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So we standing in the street to make sure no car come on the street and hit this little motherfucker. And as we telling him to get up, this little motherfucker is just sitting there with his head down, ain't saying shit. So my grandfather said, man, fuck it. You want to sit your little ass right here? I said, I'm not going to jail for you. So he said, fuck it. I got to make a report. So he calls the police. They come. He's like, this is my, adopted son. Nigga still sitting in the street. He's still standing there. They're like, what's going on? He don't say nothing to the police or nothing. He just sitting there looking all weird and shit. So after maybe about the police sat there trying to talk to the nigga for about 30 minutes, the little boy finally gets up. He still don't say nothing to nobody. He gets up, then he go walks back in the house. Police make a little report, they leave. We're in the house chilling. All of a sudden you hear something hit the wall. Boom! Now my grandfather had just bought this house. This house was made uh, this is when Lancaster was first being built up. So this house was a brand new house. Um, he bought it or whatever, and this little nigga basically punched a hole or kicked a hole in the wall in his bedroom. My grandfather goes in there, get to yelling at his ass for doing it. This nigga runs his ass right back outside and sits in the middle of the street.
I'm sorry for laughing.
No,
Ooh.
for real, this shit was funny but irritating at the time, right? So we see this nigga run outside. We see this nigga run outside. He gonna sit. He go to the same exact spot, same street, same exact spot, and this motherfucker is sitting in the middle of the street again. This time it's kind of dark now. So now
Mm.
we outside, right? We circling this motherfucker. The police got called instantly. My grandfather called instantly again. He come back out. Same shit. They trying to talk to this little nigga. Woo, woo. Then my grandfather showing a hole in the wall. He like this little nigga that kicked a hole in my wall in my house. And woo,
Wow.
woo.
That's some mental problems, didn't it? The little kid.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
So this little nigga sitting in the middle of the street.
Mm.
This time the police had to threaten him, take him to jail to get his ass up out the street. This time they like, look here, we're not gonna do this. They let him sit there for about 20, 25 minutes, some shit like that, talking to him, and then eventually they got tired of that shit. They was like, hey, look, man, we're gonna take you to jail because you were stuck in what's it called when you messing up traffic.
Obstruction of
Whatever.
justice or something, or
No,
traffic or
no, no, no,
something.
no, yeah, yeah, whatever it is when you messing up traffic, basically. It was like, we're gonna arrest you, take you to jail, and they actually picked him up to cuff him, and then he just snatched away and walked back in the house. So my
Wow.
grandfather, so I'm standing there. My grandfather asked the policeman, "What am I supposed to do? I can't put my hands on this little nigga. He didn't kick a hole in my wall. He better not kick another one."
Mm-mm-mm.
As we're talking to the police, right? As my grandfather's
Mm-hmm.
talking to the police, right? You
Mm-hmm.
can hear this nigga in the room hitting the damn wall again.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, we don't know if he was hitting the same spot um, or trying to hit a new one, but you can hear it. But the police is still there this time. So they go around the house, they go grab a nigga, they bring him outside, they cuff him, they put him in
Mm.
the back of the police car. They put him in the back of the police car,
I'm
and they
sorry for
tell us
laughing. Go ahead.
they tell us little bad motherfucker he going to jail for doing this shit again, and he was told
Mm.
not to do it again. Now at the
What?
time, I'm thinking they really about to take this little nigga, right?
Right.
This wasn't nothing but some damn scare tactic shit they doing with this nigga.
Right.
So
Okay, go ahead.
they tell the nigga he about to go to jail and all this other little shit. Now he
Okay.
crying in the back. Now he crying. He went from tough boy to crying. He crying in the back
Mm.
seat. He about to go to jail. Ooh.
Kids.
Anyway, nigga, after they scared the nigga for a little bit, nigga, they asked my grandfather what he wanted to do. They said we
Yep.
won't. We can really take him, but you know what you want to do. My grandfather being a nigga he was like, nah, man. He said, man, hopefully he'll just go to sleep and we'll just deal with this shit tomorrow. So
Okay.
they take him out the police car, tell a nigga he better be good. They come back out. They said, we come back out, you going to jail. So then the nigga go in the house. He don't eat. He go to sleep. We wake up the next day. You hear that? You hear something hitting the motherfucking wall. Boom!
I can't do this. I'm sorry.
I swear to God, I ain't never
It's
heard my
bringing
grandfather.
flashbacks. Go ahead.
Hey, my grandfather called the foster people, whoever he deal with, that the agent or whoever the fuck she was.
Mhm.
Man, he was cussing the lady out on the phone. He said, "Man, you better come get this little motherfucker. Y'all better come get this little motherfucker right now." I was rolling laughing. I had never heard this nigga talk to that woman like this all the time. She didn't came to the house and did business with my grandfather. Boy, he was like, "You better come get this little motherfucker right now." This motherfucker trying to put another hole in my wall.
Well, that's a trip, man. This is messed up, man.
Oh
You know
shit!
what? Listen, I should be saying this. I'm gonna use. I'm not gonna say the name because in case she watch my videos, it just reminds me of something my son dealt with someone. With oh my god, I can't even tell the story. Okay, it reminds me of something someone else dealt with the girl that they were dating. When the person, oh my god, this person. Wait, y'all. Did something to my son. The other person. The other person ended up making that person leave. When the person got outside, the person was bamming their head up against the damn the garage. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking about when I was
Mhm.
laughing and stuff. But that was funny. I'm trying to figure out why people do that. But you know that little boy probably has some mental issues, probably from his parents, whatever they did to him. So did
Yeah.
he? So what happened to him? Yeah, we stay set in the middle of the street, in the same spot, just been sitting there looking.
Yeah,
Funny
he go to that
kid.
same spot, say that motherfucker. And we gotta stand out there surround the little boy because you know he our grandfather responsibility. You feel me?
Right.
So we gotta stand out there like we out there, nigga, protesting with the nigga. And then you
Yeah,
look
with
just
his
as dumb
bitch.
as you look just as dumb as this nigga in the middle of the street. You trying to direct traffic around a nigga, man. You like, man, people looking at you like get this people looking at you like you better get this little motherfucker out the street. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
and they don't know the situation, so they looking like, why the fuck y'all got him just sitting there in the street like we got him sitting here or something. But no, what ended up happening is like I think 2 or 3 days later they came and got the little motherfucker.
I wonder what was wrong with him though.
He man, I don't know when he got there. He just was weird.
Get your asses. Y'all been watching all right. So,
I wasn't worried about it because I was a kid at the time. I'd have put hands on that little nigga. I mean, I wasn't a kid. I was way older than him. I was like a teenager. But
yeah.
nigga, you fucked you up. I'm still underage, nigga. Better sit your ass down somewhere. It's easy to kick a wall. A wall ain't gonna hit your ass back. You feel me?
This is funny, but I can imagine this though. This just reminds me of when I was driving out here. They got some crazy people out here in County. I'm driving down, down the street. This man standing right in the street, okay, talking to the traffic, doing the most. So I went around the corner to see if he was okay, just to see if he was going to still be doing it. By that time, he had walked up to where the mountain was, right over here. This dude was on top of the mountain, just holding his hands up to the air, just standing there. I laughed my ass off because I knew he was praying probably, but he's also a little bit nuts. And every time I pass him, he's doing the same exact thing. They got some crazy people out here in Cali. I'm not gonna lie. First thing I noticed when I moved here.
And you moved here
They
from where?
from Keller, Texas, DFW in the house.
Oh my God.
But
You
I'm
talking
not
about
from Texas. Okay, I lived in Atlanta as well, but I'm from Cleveland, Cleveland,
okay.
Ohio.
I'm
Yeah.
about to say, YouTube has proven that the Texas community ain't all there.
No, it's the ghetto. Listen, you got it wrong. It's the Texas ghetto community because I lived in Keller. Okay, I'm just be perfectly honest. I didn't stay in the hood. It's the hood community. Okay, okay, the
Okay.
ghetto community.
You can get away
Shit.
with that one. You get away with
Yeah,
that one.
not as the hood unlocked. I'm just saying it's the ghetto. The
I know what
ghetto
you
people
mean.
will be doing that.
I know what you mean.
hmm
But yeah, though,
I didn't even
like,
know.
so, me, myself, I always want to get to a point in life where I can open up a adoption or a foster home.
Oh, really?
But to be honest with you, I
Uh
will come and see them and spend time with them. But I want to
huh.
set it up more of like a camp, where I
Okay.
have my
Oh,
staff and my
wait.
staff make sure they go to school and take them on
Make sure it's a real
trips.
one
And
now. Make sure it's a real
no,
one.
no, for real. Like I don't want to like
Okay.
have to like I don't want to be like the foster parent where I will be a foster parent one day, but I want to have like for instance like get a big house or a big mini mansion or
Mm.
something and just have a lot of boys or girls or if I can't I don't want to have mixture because that could be a problem. I
Who?
probably just do boys just to keep my hands clean because I don't want to mix it up. 'Cause that'd be a
Yeah,
problem.
because they'll be in
Trying
there
to have
doing stuff.
yeah, yeah. Then you
The
gotta worry
kids
about the
be doing.
staff. Then you gotta worry about the staff being accused of shit. So yeah, fuck all that. I might have like a 30 boys in a mini mansion or some shit like that, or 20 whatever you allowed to fit there, and have a staff though that deals with them 24 hours. You feel me?
That'd be good. Just
Yeah,
make
yeah,
sure you
that's
check
my.
those people out
Oh
really
yeah, I'm a
well.
kid, and all my kids will have access to me, and there'll be a special phone in the house just to contact me directly.
That'd be good. Sounds like something
Yeah,
good.
yeah, 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 yeah. All the kids will have their own phones, and they all will have access to me at any time.
I
They'll
was
be.
gonna adopt.
I would
Mm,
especially have a phone somewhere in the house. I
mm,
would specifically have it somewhere where it can't be, damaged or tampered with, where they can get access to me. Have my email address, all that shit, nigga. Let one of them kids call me talking about something going on at this house. Nigga, everybody
so
getting fired something around with me, nigga. I'm not playing.
I know that's right.
You
You,
know,
we was going to do foster kids at one time when I was still with my ex, and I changed my mind because we started talking about getting some kid that's a devil worshiper or crazy or just doing
see,
some
people
crazy
don't
stuff.
understand that. You can't whoop
Shit.
them. You can't whoop them like you
Yeah.
can your own. Like your own, you can whoop that ass. You can't
Right.
whoop the foster kids, one. And then two, if you can't whoop them, then you don't have no command over them.
Right.
So when you say go sit your ass down, that little motherfucker may say, fuck you.
And they're gonna be out my
How,
place though. I'm gonna be calling that foster
you,
people up.
yeah, but shit, they're not coming instantly. They're going to tell you, okay, well, give us a week or two and we'll be there to come get them. And hopefully in a
While
few
it's
days they'll be there. That's the cold reality though. Like it's not like you can instantly just gonna come pick them up because you called them. Nah, they're gonna tell you, well, you got to give us some time to find somewhere to put them.
mm,
I'm telling you, like once you got them, you got to deal with whatever the fuck they got going on.
so dude, that's why I was like, we can't do it because actually I was gonna adopt a child. And I was like,
See,
because
I can put
that's I
see,
can't.
that's what I say. I'd rather put the headache on the staff. I'm paying you
Shit.
niggas. Shut up. Shut up. I'm paying you niggas. Y'all rotate shifts.
Mm-mm. So these parents, man, who making these kids, be having mental issues. When you adopt a child that's crazy as hell and be in there trying to kill you, man, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be in jail because I'm gonna forget what they tell
Hey,
me not to do.
I've seen stories of that too. Foster
Yeah, I'm gonna be
parents
in jail
kill.
though. Yeah, I'm gonna forget what they told me, what I can't
So
do.
sometimes, yeah, yeah, that's if you win the battle or you aware. That little
Well,
motherfucker
you
coming there
right.
while you, that little motherfucker coming there while you in a deep sleep, feeling good, sleeping good, la la land.
I'm gonna lock my
Shit.
damn door.
Oh
I'm locking
shit.
my damn. Listen. I am going to lock my door. I mean, if I could really tell you, I
See,
would just lock
but
my door.
see, I don't want to have to deal with no kids in my house. I gotta lock those out. You feel me? Like, if it's that bad, you don't need to be in this motherfucker. You feel
You know,
me?
I had to do that
That's
one time. I had to lock my damn bedroom door from a kid.
what for
Okay.
a kid.
Yes, I sure did. You know, I let a relative of mine stay with me. The little badass was bad, and he was doing some threatening. I locked my bedroom door and told my other kids to lock their doors too. Because if that little boy would have did something, I probably would be in jail right now. To be perfectly honest, I'm
Well,
trying to help his mom.
how old is this little boy we talking?
15 years old. Shit, I lock my
Oh
damn door because I
shit!
don't trust no kids, hon, when they be acting crazy.
You had your own house skirt.
I did lock them damn doors because I don't
Oh
want him coming in there when
shit!
I'm asleep or going into my other kid's room and catch us off a guard or some shit. And then I finally sent him to his back to his mammy because he was just too hard hit. I'm trying to help her.
Well, I guess it's just the hood in me, my nigga, because a kid ain't gonna have me in my fucking room hide, nigga. I'll take that charge. I'm about to whip your ass.
No, I lock the
No,
door in case he come in here at nighttime and I don't hear him and I won't be able to
no,
react.
I get it, but nah, nigga, that little 15-year-old, he can get it.
Huh?
I said, I get you, but me, yeah, that little 15-year-old, he can get it.
Yeah. But that's why I locked the door because I don't want to have to, go off or get caught off guard either. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how kids are, they be sneaky as shit. Your ass to be knocked out sleep. Next thing you know, they in there. I wouldn't even let him fix us nothing to eat either. Nothing. The boy said he was gonna poison us, and I was like, okay. So I had to send him back to his mom because I'm not gonna play these games because I'm gonna be in jail and I know I was going to be in jail. So I sent him back to his mom because it was ridiculous. And fortunately, he turned out. Listen, fortunately, he turned out to be a good person later on. I don't know what was wrong with him. Okay, I don't know what was wrong with him. And see, I got rules in my household. Okay, so that's one thing he probably didn't like.
Well, what was
I
your
have
rules? Okay,
rules.
let's hear this. What kind of rules you got?
You can't be going out and stuff, hanging with no other dudes and stuff, doing all this stuff, smoking weed. I don't play all that. And he didn't like that. See,
Oh
he was doing that at his
man.
mom's house. He was doing that at his mom's house. But you wasn't going to do that here. You know, at my house, you're not going to do that. Okay, my husband was always at work. Okay, but he thought I was going to be one of them weak women. I didn't play that stuff, you know. And he was a hot ass mess. He stayed with me for about 6 months. And then one time I had to pop the shit out of him one time. And I told that boy, if you put your hands up at me, boy, I promise you, I'm going to jail today. I don't give a shit about your mom or nobody else. I'm gonna be in jail. Do not touch me and stuff.
So wait, hold on. So you said you had a poppy, but he was gonna hit you back.
Yeah, because one time I had to hit him and he got mad because I hit him, okay? And he tried to like raise up. I don't know who he thought he was raising up, but I had at that time I just had the one son. Okay. I don't know who he was raising up at. He obviously didn't know. But he raised his ass right back down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not joking. He raised his ass back down. I'm not gonna fight him, but you know, I'm going to defend myself. I'm not gonna let no kid kill me. Okay, point blank. And so I had to
I,
send this little ass back home. So he
I
turned out
bet
to be
you after
good.
that. I bet you after that time you never popped that nigga again.
Yes, the fuck I did pop him again. How much you want to bet? Yes, I did. I bet you listen, I bet you I did. I bet you I did. Remember, on my live, I told everybody how I had to fight my first boyfriend back all the time. Okay, I'm not scared of no kids. Plus, I used to teach school. I sent his ass back before he made me get fired from my job. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Because you know, when you teach, they don't want you to hit kids, and if they doing something, they just want you to let them kill you and shit like that. I don't play that. Okay, so you know, I had to send him like tell his mom he has to I can't do it because this boy is hard headed. He don't listen. He acts like he's listening, but he really don't. But fortunately, I don't know what she did, you know, to him or whatever the case is, but he turned out to be a good dude. Now he's a good dude. She probably beat that ass. Because that's exactly what he needed. His little ass on look. Hood, he jumping up. When he jumped the fuck up, look, when he jumped up, I punched the fuck out of him. I really did. I'm gonna tell you straight up, I really did. I punched the shit out of him. And my husband was like, don't punch him, don't punch him, don't punch him. I said, well, you know what? He got punched the fuck out of because of what he just fucking did. Okay. And sometimes you have to do these little badass boys like that. I really did. I punched him like a damn man. Because I'm like, you don't be jumping up in my face like that, boy. Who the hell you think you are? You better go ask my daughter the last time you jump up in my what happened to her when she jumped up in my face trying to talk back. I don't play that. You know, I do not play that. Don't let the size and looks fool you. I do not play that. But I bet you he didn't try that shit no more. And then when my husband came home, he got on that ass. Don't do that.
He came home and unlocked the bedroom door.
No, let me tell you something. Because I don't trust people in the first place, especially some kids who are got mental stuff going on. I keep my door. I keep my door locked because you know you just can't be trusting these little badass kids that be doing stuff because they don't be really thinking. You know, they just be mad at you and they come in and then knock your ass out. You be dead. I lock my door always. Then I don't have to with my kids, but somebody else's I do.
Right. You said rather be safe than sorry.
Right. Because if he busting through the door, I'm going to hear him. And I'm going to wake up, okay? But if I'm asleep to the world, he sneaks in the room and do something back because I knocked the shit out of him, then I'm going to be messed up. I'm not stupid. I had my door locked. I don't care. And yeah, my ex was laughing too, making jokes and stuff because I had the door locked. But I'm not dumb. Anytime a kid threatens me, I'm locking the door. It could be my own kids. If you threaten me, I'm gonna lock my door just in case you flip out and go crazy and you come in here. And I also told my kids to lock their door because if that little boy would have did something to one of my children, I don't give a fuck what police you call. I don't care what relative it is. Okay, I really don't because I know I'm gonna go off point blank, and my job is going to be lost that day because I don't be playing that. So I told everybody to lock their doors. And I made it clear to him too. I made it clear to him, if you come in my bedroom, boy, I'm not joking, or go in there and mess with your cousins, you're gonna wish you wouldn't have. I made it clear to him. I told him, don't F with me, period. Okay. You better go ask your
So
mom how I be.
you admitting you threatening little kids now?
No, that boy was listen, that little boy was bad as hell. He wasn't really no little kid. He was bad as hell. That's why I had to take him back home doing grown up shit. No, no, I wasn't threatening him. I was letting him know, don't bring your ass in my room trying to do no crazy shit, or because he used to threaten, and don't come in my other kids' room. Okay, because I also teach them how to fight back.
At 15, he was partying more than you. You was like, oh hell no, nigga, slow
I
that
don't
shit down.
party. No, I didn't
I
party. That's
know.
why I don't allow it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't allow it, because I didn't party. When you a kid, you need to act like a kid in my household, okay? Or get out of my household. And then I'm doing your mom a favor by hefting her. When you gonna come here and try to pull the same stunt that you put on your mom and your weak ass dad, no, you're not gonna do that over here. And then when my husband came home, my ex, he let him know what was up for real. Don't do that. Jumping up against me and stuff, because I'm trying to tell you, trying to stop you from going out there hanging with them hood rats you was trying to hang with and stuff. I'm trying to stop him trying to change his life, you know, get it for the better. And then you're gonna get mad. I'm not your mom. Don't do that. We're not gonna do that in this household. We're gonna be law-abiding citizens. We're not gonna be out here stealing and shit and doing things like that. We're gonna do the right things here. He didn't like that. You know, sometimes when boys get 15 and 16, they be doing the most. That's why I be on my boy right here. They be doing the most when they start getting 15 and 16.
Yeah.
And stuff. But he was a hot ass mess. That's why I was laughing so hard, because I was thinking about some things he was doing. Because he also was bamming his head and shit like that. That's why I was laughing. They be doing it. He also was hitting himself up in the head. I wasn't laughing at him at the time, but it's funny when you sit down and think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because you be like, what the hell is wrong with these little kids? And then you thinking to yourself, he my relative, but he's not my child. And why am I dealing with all this? I sent his ass back to his mom. I should have sent him the 4 months before, the 6 months I did, because he was doing the most. I remember one time I had left. I remember one time I had went out, came back home. I told him, do not have nobody in my house. I get back home. He got people up there snuck in the damn house, hiding out in the closet and shit. Yeah, I bet you they got their ass out of there. All their asses. He had girls there too. Girls and boys.
Oh, he was turned up at the crib.
Mm-hmm. So he was doing a lot. I had to send him back home though, because he was just doing too damn much for me. Damn, I can't even go to work really. Because every time I go to work, I get phone calls about something he's doing or saying. So yeah, I had to get rid of that little badass little boy. But now he's grown, so he's way better now. Fortunately, he never been in jail, so that's a good thing. He's doing good. Sometimes they just go through that stage. And he told me when I talked to him too, he told me thank you for trying to discipline him and stuff, because his mom wasn't doing shit at that time. She didn't start stepping up until I started intervening and stuff like that, telling her, stop letting that boy run over you and shit. The hell wrong with you? You got to discipline. You're going to be in damn jail, and then you're going to be crying or either dead. The hell you let your kids go off and do weird shit. I got a whole grown ass son that I basically raised by myself. You know what I'm saying? And look how he turned out. He turned out good. Never been to jail or anything. So you know what? I never really had to whip my son or anything. But when you have a child that you do have to discipline, you don't have to physically discipline them all the time. But some kids, you have to spank their ass because they be doing the most. You know, he would have never got hit by me if he would have did what he was doing, talking, running that damn mouth. Like he grown. I'll never forget all that. Today I wouldn't even be dealing with that though. He would have been at home the first week. Because he was a hot ass mess.
That shit crazy, boy. Like I say, you can try to help them, and sometimes they just be crazy shit. Now you can do about it.
Yeah, that brought back 2 flashbacks. When you said the boy was in the middle of the street, just sitting there, I thought about, and then you said about the head thing. That's why I was laughing so hard, because I was thinking about this little boy and also the other person I was talking about. Some weird ass people out here. and pin yourself.
I'm ready to go live. About to use some of your content. Don't want no trouble with you. Need to expose some people. Not shit.
Who is that? Who is that?
That's your boy.
What is say? What do you think? Because I'm not reading the chat.
You can't see it.
No, I'm not looking at the chat. You know, I be doing other things when I be on thing. Let me see.
Y'all
I don't
still
never be looking at
beefing?
the chat.
Are y'all still beefing?
I'm not talking to him at all. So he likes to carry on stuff like this though, but I'm not talking to him at all or anything else. Let's see what he say. Let me read this stuff. Let's see. You shouldn't let him do that because all he's doing is starting stuff. You see, one thing everybody got to do is stop allowing this dude to use your content to so-called expose what? Okay, to expose that I'm on your channel talking? That's stupid because all he's doing is playing psychological games. You shouldn't even allow that. Period.
You gotta realize one thing: reaction
What?
videos are allowed. I can't stop him.
Oh, okay. No, you can stop him right through YouTube. Yeah, you can. Because you can send them a thing telling them you don't want your channel on his channel.
Let me tell you something how this goes, okay? I've been better with strikes since I've been on YouTube. I am the king of killing strikes. When you strike a person's channel, right? That shit is a temporary strike. I got people.
I'm not talking about strike.
No, hear me out. What are you talking about, then?
Well, you probably ain't gonna do all that anyway, but I'm not talking about no strike. Okay? There's other things you can do.
I told you guys I'm not getting involved in y'all situation. Y'all got some shit going on and he feels some type of way. You know, I'm not in that shit. Like,
but that's why you should be telling him, don't be putting you in it by using your channel to do anything. That's stupid. Why is he coming on here telling you? Because he saw me on the panel. But why would you come up here and tell you that I want to use your content to expose something? I mean, come on, dude. You're 50 years old. Why would you be doing expose what? What you gonna expose? That's stupid. And then go back and then putting. That's crazy. Who does that?
Did you say y'all still talk or something?
I don't talk to him anymore. I stopped talking to him altogether now because he does too many crazy things. I don't like all that, and I don't want nobody to think I'm like him. Somebody already accused me of running a play with him. A play? What the fuck is a play? I don't run plays. Somebody accused me of that last night. I kind of think I know who this person is to the other disguise. I think I know who this is talking. But a play? Why would I be running a play? I'm not a ghetto hood rat. I don't run plays, okay? Especially not on no damn YouTube with losers, okay? A play. See, if we ever meet Hood on Lock, because we live in the same city and stuff, not the same city, but the same state, but close to each other, close enough, you'll see that this dude be far-fetched. I'm on a whole different level than he is. I would never go to somebody's page telling them, can I use your content to expose something? A chick that you're arguing with. That's stupid. Who does that? Expose what? But I don't give a fuck if the people who watch him, excluding a couple people, are nothing but losers. I do not care. Ain't nobody watching him. 20 views, 100 views. Ain't nobody watching you, Mystery. Nobody. Ain't nobody checking for you, nigga. I can go to a larger platform and expose everything he does, including the shit that he had going on, but I don't want to include somebody else in that.
Here you go, man. See?
And you would be laughing your day off.
I'm over here trying to produce some content out of nowhere.
But that's why I'm telling you, you should have let him tell you that. You should tell him, no, don't use my content for no bull crap. Point blank. You can use my content, but don't use it for no bull crap because you're not in this.
I mean, man, I don't even know what the hell he's talking about. What content, though?
He's gonna say that I'm up here doing something crazy. You'll see. I'm gonna let you see. You'll see, and then you'll know what I'm talking about. Soon he'll turn his back against you. You'll see. Because he's gonna say you ain't loyal.
Nah, he know not to say no shit like that. Like at the end of the day, we are cool.
Especially to you.
me and my boy, we cool. You know, I don't know him personally. He don't know me personally. We have done no business with each other, but we cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem with him. And if he allows you or the internet to cause him to, come at me like that, then I'll
Yep.
deal with it when I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it when it comes. But I'm not thinking or worried about that. You know what I'm saying? He
I
made it
heard that.
pretty clear. He made it pretty clear that he doesn't have an issue with me, but I'm assuming that's somebody else's you.
That he talking about me. You'll see, but I won't be watching that bull crap. I don't watch his channel no more because it's bull crap. And some other people ain't gonna be watching either when I get through telling them the truth and showing them proof.
All right, so no more lies on each other. Then after this one, you don't do nothing
Who?
on him.
I'm not doing no more lives on him. I
It'll,
just did
it'll
one live
disappear.
yesterday. No, I'm
It'll
not doing no more.
disappear. It'll disappear, and the beef will disappear. Y'all can go your
Okay.
way.
Okay. Yeah, but I'm not gonna do no more lives. I just did that live, but it really wasn't like focusing on him like that. But I was just exposing what he lied about point blank. Not like going and making up stuff. I actually showed proof. You have to go look at it. Okay, you really do have to look at that last live, and you'll see
Well, I'm
exactly what
not
I'm talking
tripping.
about.
Like I said, that's between you and him. And even if you
Yeah.
did do what you say you did, right, it's
Uh-huh.
still about him now. So niggas still gonna feel some type of way.
Yeah, but I'm feeling some type of way too. So it goes two ways. But all I'm saying is that you shouldn't be
Right.
you shouldn't be going to people's pages. That's what I'm saying. And anybody would tell you this. Okay, I've been on YouTube since 2015. I actually been on it longer than that, but I got my channel in 2015. I know how it goes too. Okay, you should not go to people's pages talking about, can I use your content to make a live if you're trying to expose some bull crap. Now, if you're just gonna make a live and you're just talking about something peaceful, or you're talking about your subject that you was talking about, that's cool. As long as you ain't trying to put shades tube in there. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Just leave Shades Tube out of there because I can go to whatever live I want to and whatever page. I was on your channel for a while. He just didn't know. I stay in the bushes, but I stopped letting him do that because everybody was like, "You grown? Why you let the other person telling you where you shouldn't go and stuff?" And so that's when I started speaking and saying stuff to people. Because why am I in the bushes listening to stuff and I can't never comment? Because I'm like, damn, this dude is on this live. He's gonna be coming back saying stuff and things like that, or accusing me of some shit. So I started to feel like I'm grown and stuff. But all I'm telling you, don't let people put you in the middle of stuff. That's all I'm telling you. Period.
No, I'm not in nothing, my nigga. Y'all got
Right.
child issues. I'm a grown man. He's a grown man. I appreciate my bro warning me about you.
Wait a minute. Wait. If anything, I should wait a minute. Hold up. Hood. Well, wait a minute. Hold up. He warned you about me. If anything, I need to be warning you about him. But if you call me on my private number, I'm not going to do it on here. I'll warn you about him. I can tell you everything he's saying about me. Besides that, I mean is a lie. Okay, I'm not a hood rat. Okay, you can clearly tell from where I live at and how I live. Okay, do I sound like a hood rat? Let's keep it real. And if you met me in person, because I know what Lancaster is, if you met me in person, you would know that this dude is making up all these lies. Okay.
Right.
I like to meet people in person. Like I'm gonna meet somebody else who live out here in person. I'll meet you in person so y'all can know who Shay is, who Sharon is. Okay. This dude is a liar. Okay. And when I told you, you'll see he's a liar. And a few people that I know already know he is. He's gonna lose some people on his page. Watch what I tell you when I get through.
Man, you two like drama, so
no, I don't.
I didn't say
I had
you.
stopped talking.
I didn't say Shay too. I said YouTube.
Oh, okay. You said YouTube. I thought you said YouTube. YouTube. That's what I thought you said.
No, YouTube. YouTube loves drama. So people gonna watch the drama long as it's going on. That's what it do. So
I'm not saying nothing else on my page about this dude. I already told my other viewers who was telling me, J4 and all them was telling me don't even entertain this dude because he's a loser and blase. I'm gonna do what everybody told me to do. Okay. I'm not even gonna go over his page and watch his videos or anything else. All I'm simply telling you is don't let him put you in stuff and use your stuff to try to get back at me because he's good at that manipulation. That's all I'm telling you. Okay, you do how you want and all that stuff, but don't say I didn't warn you. Point blank. I'm not gonna make any more lives, and you'll see. I'm not gonna make any more lives on him at all. I'm not gonna keep on falling into that same trap with him. No more lives, because it's bringing my page down anyway with that foolishness and stuff. So I'm definitely not gonna do that.
Y'all really cared about each other, huh?
Yeah, it was real. I mean, he just was pissed at me. I explained the whole relationship. I wasn't lying. I showed proof of everything. See, you didn't see the videos I did back in October, okay? Because I put them on private because we both put our videos on private. Now he may have taken his off, but I'm not gonna take mine off. I'm gonna leave my stuff right on private because I don't need to bring that stuff back up again. Um, but yeah, we did and stuff. I mean, damn, we used to talk on the phone all damn day and night. He just was mad at me because I don't act the way he thought I should act and things like that. Just simple stuff, just silly shit. And then I made that little video that time, said you could pull up to Brooklyn, but you can't pull up to LA after we was been talking all this time, after all the stuff I've been helping you with, and you all out of Brooklyn. He gets all bent out of shape over that little elementary message I put on his live. And then I put LOL in the message. You know, that's crazy. And then you're gonna jump up and do a whole video on me and then think I don't supposed to get mad. He started with the videos. I just finished them. And I just went like a little farther because I don't be playing. You know, I'm from Cleveland. You know, good and damn well we don't be playing. You know, he think because I grew up. He think because I grew. Listen, he think because I grew up in the suburbs most of my life, but he didn't realize something. When my mom and dad got a divorce, we had to move to the hood. And even though when I was in the suburbs, I still hung with people from the hood. So I'm not a stupid woman. He can play with me all he wants to. But the thing about I don't be playing on YouTube. Okay, I'm not gonna do nothing on my channel or anything else. Just don't mess with me. Point blank. Okay, because I'm not everybody online, and he knows this. I'm not doing no more lives on him or anything else. I just wanted to prove a point yesterday. That's the only reason why I did the last one. That proved that he lied again. That was it. Nothing more. Today, my content. Listen, today my content I was gonna do. You messed up my live today, though. I was gonna do it at 11, but you was on right, and then I changed to 11:30 because you was still on. So I just changed it to this evening and stuff. My content don't have nothing to do about him. It's back to normal content today. Normal stuff. Nothing to do about him. So no more videos of him, and you'll see. And since I done told everybody this, I can't renege on it now. No matter what he do. Now I have to wear some of my. They always think I'm dressed up.
Right.
Well, my ass don't be playing when I be dressed up.
I've done this motherfucker 2 hours and 30 minutes. I am definitely done with the content. This motherfucker has built over to some other stuff. But I definitely appreciate everybody that had tapped in with me. Shout out to Shay on the motherfucking screen. Shout out to Ray who came through. Shout out to my nigga Mystery Gang in the building. Shout out to friend Seal Irvin. I don't know if I ever seen you before, but I hope to see you again. Shout out to Miss Goldie. Shout out to Sister fucking. That's the same person. I keep forgetting that's the same person. Shout out to me, the first fan West. Man, shout out to everybody that came through. Man, I can go through the whole list, but I appreciate everybody, y'all. And yeah, man, y'all send prayers out to these little young wonderful boys who are victims of these. Man, I'm trying not get monetized, y'all.
These weird people.
Man, that's not even a proper word. You feel me? Like these niggas
perverts.
I guess we can run with that one. And y'all send prayers out to these little boys, man. I hope they receive a better family, the right type of treatment and care, and the loving that they want and need. And I hope some type of justice other than court justice happens to these two people because this shit was wrong. From the beginning, it was wrong, and they went above and beyond with the wrongdoing. I just can't respect that, man. So. Y'all definitely look out for more information on this story if you care about it. And again, send your prayers to these little boys, man. And y'all make sure y'all go check out Mystery Gang, who will be live in a minute. Make sure y'all check out Shay, who will be live at what time?
At 6:30 Pacific time, which is 10:30. Is that 10:30, 6 or 8 night, which is 9:30 Eastern time. Right, it's gonna be later because you messed up my live. You still don't lie. Because you was still up. Because you was going on and on and on. My live was scheduled for 11:30. It was at 11, and then you was still on. I changed to 11:20. You was still on, so I changed it to 11:30. You was still on, so I just went on and canceled it and rescheduled for this evening. Well, so when I see you, I'm gonna have to punch you.
Oh, see, that's what my boy was talking about. He just told me to watch out for you. He just told me the first thing he said was watch out for you. And you already talking about putting hands on me. See? Hey, shout out to my little mystery gang, y'all. Hey, thank you, sisters. And I'd like to welcome you motherfuckers to the Hood on Lock, man. I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.
See y'all. See you.
What's up? You welcome to the scene. And I'd like to welcome you to the Hood on